Seconds before air. Up on five.
Number 19, CJ Estate.
And mark it 1 minute till air time. 1 minute till air.
Batting sixth and catching number 11, Josh Russell. Batting seventh.
Coming up on 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Batting eighth in right field, number 24, Weber Herbison. Batting ninth in center fielder, number 6, Brett Young. On the mound for the States with a record of 10-3, left-hander, number 36, Dalton Minton.
Mark it 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Coming up on 15. I'll give you 15. We'll go silent to the top of the hour in the intro.
Leading off in right field, number 17,
and mark it 15 seconds.
Delta State University Athletics is on the air. Statesman Athletics is brought to you by Bolivar Medical Center, Cleveland State Bank, Wendy's, Mitchell Distributing, South Group Insurance, Boyle Lumber Company, Entergy, Partnership Properties, Griffith Real Estate, Planters Bank, Fat Babies, Cannon Ford, Harmony Bowling, Cleveland Lumber, Medical Arts Pharmacy, South Street Pharmacy, Image Specialist, C-Spire, Statewide Federal Credit Union, Abraham's, Hey Joe's, Mosquito Burrito, Robinson Electric, Farm Bureau, Flatlanders, Catfish Cabin, Airport Grocery, Vowels, No Way Jose, Pasquale's, The Senator's Place, Lost Pizza, and Wade Incorporated. Let's go now to your commentators, Matt Jones and Philip Tang.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Harvey Stadium at Ferris Field for today's South Region 2 matchup between the home team, the Valdosta State University Blazers, and your Statesmen of Delta State. We'll pause for the national anthem.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, the national anthem performed by Cressy Lindsay and her duo partner, again from the Bio Academy Singers, as we're just a few minutes away from the start of today's game. And welcome into the Delta State University Alumni Association Statesman Game Day Report. I'm Matt Jones, as Delta State today takes on Valdosta State for the third time here in the postseason. The Statesmen and the Blazers met twice at the Gulf South Conference Baseball Tournament. Delta State winning both of those matchups 10-0 and 7-6. And let's meet the starting lineup, brought to you as always by Abraham's. First for the home team, the Blazers of Valdosta State, who come in today's game with a record of 30-21 or 31-21. The Blazers leading off and playing in right field will be Mac Hathcock. Batting second in center field will be Joe Enric Donji. Batting second at third base, Josh Broughton. Hitting third at third base will be Josh Broughton. Cleaning it up and DHing today is DJ King. Batting fifth in left field will be Logan Stevens. Hitting sixth at first base, Mike Christopoulos. Batting seventh and playing at the designated hitter spot is Andrew Williamson. Hitting eighth and catching Seth Cabayas. And batting ninth and playing second base, John Burkett. Pitching today for the Blazers with a 2-4 record and a 4.86 earned run average is Cooper Kane. The Blazers are under the direction of head coach Greg Williams. He is assisted by James Ferguson, Angelo Nicolosi, Casey Williams, and Logan Elliott. And once again, the Blazers record is 31-21. Now the starting lineup for your Delta State University States under the direction of head coach Mike Kennison in his 23rd season as head coach here at Delta State. He has a record of 979 wins, 311 losses, and 2 ties. The lineup looks like this. David Harrington will lead things off in center. Batting second at shortstop will be Derek Sargent. Hitting third at second base, Jake Barlow. C.J. Estave will clean it up in DH today. Batting in the 5 spot out in left field will be Matthew Major. Hitting sixth and catching Josh Russell. Batting seventh at first base, Hayden White. And hitting eighth in right field will be Weber Herbison. And batting ninth in center field will be Brett Young. Pitching today for the Statesmen with a record of 10-3. And a 2.97 earned run average is Dalton Minton. The Statesmen 40-12 on the year as we are just a couple of minutes away from the start of today's ball game. We'll take one timeout, come back and get you ready for the first pitch right after this on the Statesmen Baseball Network.
I've been working here at the Cleveland State Bank for almost 20 years, and one of my favorite things is the people. One of our slogans used to be the bank of the people, and I still feel very strongly that that is the case. Not just your coworkers and who you work with, but also the customers that you deal with on a daily basis, that you actually affect their lives. That's what we're here for, is for our community and for our neighbors. Cleveland State Bank, bank on a better future with us.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 407859.
Hear ye, hear ye. I bringeth thee a message from... a message from the king and his new trumpeter, Stephen. The king wishes me to convey his favor to thine team and thine tailgate. Not yet. He invites thee to let the Bud Light flow forth. And he also wishes me to tell thee that he toasts thee. Waiteth until the end, Stephen. With game day's favorite light lager and the slogan of his kingdom. Oh, dilly dilly. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, AB, St. Louis, Missouri.
We put our customers' needs first and value their loyalty. Cannon promises to make your car buying experience exceptional.
Cannon delivers the best experience.
Shop our inventory 24/7 at nobodybeatsacannondeal.com or stop by our dealership in Cleveland to test drive the new Chevy Silverado, the Buick Encore, and the GMC Sierra. And remember, when the smoke clears, nobody beats a Cannon deal. Nobody!
When an emergency strikes and minutes matter, count on Bolivar Medical Center. Whether it's a major illness or head injury, our experienced medical staff provides quality emergency care, and you'll see a doctor fast because we have low wait times. Have peace of mind that we are an accredited chest pain center, meaning our dedicated team has achieved a higher level of expertise to care for patients with chest pain and other heart problems. To learn more about our emergency care and see our average wait times, visit bolivarmedical.com.
Welcome back to Harvey Stadium here at Ferris Field. Matt Jones with you this afternoon. It is Game 3 of the NCAA South 2 Regional, as we are just about set for the first pitch today between the home team, the Blazers of Valdosta State, and your Statesmen of Delta State. Once again, it's David Harrington leading things off for the Statesmen. Harrington, a senior out of Senatobia, Mississippi.
David Harrington.
As Harrington, Sargent, and Barlow do up for the Statesmen here. As Cooper Kane gets the start for the Blazers. Kane wearing number 22. 6'2", 220-pound junior out of Jacksonville, Florida. A 4-year or 3-year letterman now for the Blazers out of Providence High School. Kane 2-4 on the season, a 4.86 ERA. And the first pitch on the way to David Harrington will miss low, 1-0. And we are officially underway at 11:58 a.m. 1 ball and no strikes. Kane working out of the stretch, the 1-0. Fastball going to be called a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Looked low and away, but gave it to him. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody out. Top of the first inning, just underway. The 1-1 from Kane, going to miss outside, 2-1. Kane's last outing was a 5-inning start against Alabama Huntsville. A 5-4 win. The Gulf South Conference Tournament. 2 balls and a strike here to Harrington. The 2-1 on the way, that's going to miss high. 3-1. Kane. We thought we would see Blankenship today. Blankenship pitching against a Statesman. Zach Blankenship, the left-hander out of Fleming Island, South Carolina. But instead they go with Cooper Kane. The 3-1, that's fouled off, and the count will go full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Last night, David Harrington went 1 for 4. Also had a walk. Delta State's 5-1 win over Embry-Riddle. Harrington here in the postseason has been outstanding, hitting .438. No home runs, 4 RBIs. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff pitch on the way. It's hit off the end of the bat foul. Hanging tough at the plate is David Harrington. Again, a quick turnaround for the Statesman. Delta State had the night game last night, winning by a score of 5-1. 3 balls and 2 strikes here to David Harrington. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. The 3-2 on the way. That's foul straight back. Kane again, good velocity. It's won his last 2 starts, although he only went 4 innings against West Georgia back on April the 28th. That was a 14-8 Blazer victory. Again, he pitched against Alabama Huntsville in the GSC tournament, went 5 innings, gave up 3 runs on 8 hits. The 3-2 once again on the way. Ground ball to the second baseman, John Burkett. He's up, throws in time. And Harrington is retired. That ends a streak now of 4 straight games that David Harrington has led off the game with a base hit. That's going to bring to the plate the shortstop for the Statesman, Derek Sargent. Sargent, 6 foot tall, weighs 180 pounds, a junior out of Smyrna, Tennessee. Played at Central Magnet High School before coming to Delta State. First pitch on the way to Sarge, a fastball in there for a strike. Sargent starting his 53rd game for the Statesman. He and Barlow have played in every game for Delta State this year at the middle infield. No balls and a strike here. The 0-1 from Kane. Drill down the right field line, but foul. Sargent quickly behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. In Delta State, the visiting team today. The Blazers were the visitors yesterday in their 6-1 win over Eckerd College. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 on the way to Sarge stays way high. They're now in the top of the 5th inning down in Tampa. The Spartans have taken a 1-0 lead over West Florida. It's been a bit of a pitcher's duel between Tony Kuchera and Kevin Pimentel. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Sargent. The 1-2. Curveball misses inside. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, just underway here. Harvey Stadium, Ferris Field. Derek Sargent at the plate. The 2-2 pitch on the way, foul tip. Caballos couldn't hang on to it. Might have got a piece of his leg. He appears to be all right. Defensively for the Blazers, Stevens in left, Donchie in center, Hathcock is in right. Broughton, King, Burkett, and Christopoulos third to first. Caballos behind the plate. Kane on the bump. The 2-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. First strikeout for Cooper Kane. Second out here in the top of the first. Swinging at ball 3 there. As that one was up in the zone. Couldn't lay off the fastball. So a slow start here for the Statesman. First 2 men retired by Cooper Kane. That will bring to the plate the redshirt sophomore out of Jonesville, Louisiana, Jake Barlow. Barlow hacking at the first pitch, fouls it back, 0-1. Jake Barlow comes into the game today hitting .332, 13 doubles, 11 home runs, a team leading 53 RBIs. The 0-1 on the way to Barlow stays high, evens the count at a ball and a strike. Jake last night was 1 for 4 and a hit late against the Eagles reliever, Gene Cola. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 to Barlow. That stays tall, 2-1. Cooper Kane again getting the start today. Kane did not pitch against Delta State at the GSC tournament. 2 balls and 1 strike. Kane will come set. The 2-1 on the way to Barlow. That's high, 3-1. Barlow again named the Division II Conference Commissioners Association All-Region Team. First team selection at second base. 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1 on the way from Kane, and that's foul straight back, and the count is full now, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Delta State and Valdosta met twice in the GSC tournament. Delta State a 10-0 Game 1 victory. A much tighter elimination game, 7-6. As that fastball will miss outside for ball 4. And down to first base on the walk will go Barlow. First walk issued today by Cooper Kane, first base runner for the Statesman. And that'll bring C.J. Estave to the plate. Estave last night, 2 for 4, drove in a run. He has had a phenomenal postseason. Estave hitting .458, 11 hits and 24 at-bats, a home run and 9 RBIs. He bats from the right side of the plate out of Franklinton, Louisiana. Kane set at the belt, and the first pitch on the way to Estave, a little slow roller. King backhands it, throws, long stretch in time, and that will retire the side for the Statesman in the first. No runs on no hits, no errors, 1 man left, courtesy of the walk. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Blazers coming to bat on the Delta State Baseball Network.
When it comes to great food and great times, there's no better place than Airport Grocery. And if you're in the mood for the best barbecue around, it's Airport Grocery, of course. You know they smoke their meats in-house, so you know it's gonna be a treat. Plus the cold beer, happy hour, and the best burger in town for lunch. They all can't be beat. And then you add their in-house hot tamales and the best entertainment in the Delta, and what have you got? One great place to eat and the perfect place to celebrate your next special event. Airport Grocery, north of Cleveland on Blues Highway 61.
Why get iPhone XS on the C Spire network? For that business trip to Chicago when your son sends a funny memoji. For Aunt Ella's birthday, where your iPhone XS dual lens camera takes the picture everyone wants. Get the most from iPhone XS with twice the nationwide LTE. iPhone XS and C Spire for every moment. C Spire, customer inspired. Buy iPhone XS and take up to $750 off a second. Details at cspire.com.
Bottom of the first inning here at Harvey Stadium, Ferris Field. Matt Jones with you this afternoon. It's Game 3 of the NCAA South 2 Region Tournament. As Delta State and Valdosta State squaring off in the Gateway game. The winner of this game is in tomorrow's championship round that is scheduled for 12 noon as well. The loser of today's game turns around and plays tonight at 7 o'clock against the winner of the next game, which features 2 Sunshine State Conference schools, Eckerd College and Embry-Riddle. As Dalton Minton taking his warm-up tosses. Minton, a senior out of Horn Lake, Mississippi, played at Northwest Mississippi Community College. Dalton 1-1 in the postseason. Had a great second start at the GSC tournament, though, against this Valdosta State club. As the Statesmen once again trying to defeat Valdosta State for the third time here in the postseason. As we're ready to go. The first pitch on the way from Minton. He's going to get in there for a strike. 0-1 to the leadoff man, Mac Hathcock. Hathcock getting 305 on the year, a home run, 15 RBIs. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 on the way, ripped into center field. Young playing a little shallow, comes in, makes a catch for the out. There's one away. Defense will be very important today as both of these teams been solid at the plate this year. Joenric Donchi will come to the plate. Donchi is second team, all Gulf South Conference selection. Bats to the right side. And the first pitch on the way to Donchi, a little nubber off the end of the bat. That's going to fall in for a base hit. It's exactly what they did yesterday as Donchi collects his fourth hit of the tournament. The Wellingstad Curacao native over at first base now. Got to watch him. He is also a big base stealing threat. The Blazers amongst the best in the GSC in stolen bases. Donchi 24 out of 30 this year. Good speed as Josh Broughton comes to the plate. The first pitch on the way from Minton. A breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. The Blazers had 17 hits yesterday against Eckerd. Many of them just like that last one from Donchi, just off the end of the bat. Little snap throw over to first. And again, Minton has an excellent move to first base. Two different versions. Down to that old Terry Mulholland slide step. The 0-1 to Broughton. Couldn't hang on. Swung at it. 0-2 now. Big looping slider there from Dalton Minton. Minton works a four-seam and two-seam fastball, a slider and a changeup. He'll throw a curve every now and then, but it's more of a slurve. 84-86 off the left side. 10-3 on the season. 2.97 ERA. Again, a little slide step as Donchi just gets back in. Minton once again excellent at trying to keep runners close. The 0-2 on the way to Broughton. Fastball just missed a little high, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, we're just underway, bottom of the first inning here. Delta State and Valdosta State, third time here in the postseason. 1-2 the count. Minton again comes set, the 1-2, and they're going to call a ball. The second base umpire, Brandon Schultz, calling the balk on Minton. Puts Donchi down at second base. Minton trying to work quick to the plate. So that pitch won't count. It's a 1 ball, 2 strike count. But that puts Donchi down in scoring position at second base now for Broughton. Long look in here by Minton as Russell goes through the signs. Dalton again will come set. The 1-2 on the way. Slider missing down and in. So the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. DJ King waits on deck. Josh Broughton, 6'2", 175, a senior out of Callahan, Florida. Played at Elon University before transferring to Valdosta. That one's going to miss in the dirt. Broughton stepped in front of Russell there. No argument out of the bullpen, though, as Donchi steals third base. 25th stolen base of the season for Joenric Donchi. The count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Dalton Minton once again getting the start today against Valdosta. comes set. The 3-2 on the way. Chopper to the shortstop. That's going to score the run. Broughton runs well. He gets up the line, and the Blazers, courtesy of the balk and the stolen base, have a 1-0 lead.
Shortstop number 5, DJ King.
That would have been a ground ball double play, more than likely, without the balk. And so now Valdosta out to a 1-0 lead. A little slow grounder to short. Sargent's up, throws. King is retired. And the Blazers scratch out a run. 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and no men left on base. We head to the second. It's Valdosta State 1, Delta State nothing. Statesman coming to bat on the Delta State Baseball Network.
It's no secret that the best all-you-can-eat lunch buffet in Cleveland is at the Senator's Place. Plus, the barbecue at the Senator's Place is second to none. Join them on Thursday for their barbecue special. But here's the breaking news. The Senator's Place is now serving breakfast every Saturday morning from 7 till 10, featuring sausage, ham, eggs, bacon, salmon croquettes, grits, homemade biscuits, pancakes, and more. It's the Senator's Place, serving delicious food for the soul at 1028 South Davis in Cleveland, 846-7434.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages now. I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your nationwide agent offers.
Oh, you want to go there. Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV, camper, pet, motorcycle, your tour bus. Right. Did I mention farm?
For Nationwide in Cleveland, contact Wilson Langston today at 662-579-3430.
We head to the top of the second inning here at RV Stadium, Ferris Field. Delta State trailing Valdosta 1-0 as the Blazers manufacture a run in the bottom of the first inning. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 spots due up here for the Statesmen against Cooper Kane, as Man Major, Josh Russell, and Hayden White come to the plate. The left fielder, Logan Stevens, getting out to the left field spot a little late, as we're ready to go here. Kane, the 6'2" right-hander, walking a batter in the first inning. It's the first pitch to Major, Ole Miss high, 1-0. Statesmen again, the visiting team today here at home. It's always a little awkward when you're the host and the home team, but the visitor on the scoreboard. The 1-0 to Major, going to miss outside, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Again, Cooper Kane getting the start for the Blazers. 2 balls and no strikes to Major. The 2-0 bounces up there, 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes. Since March the 23rd, Kane's longest outing was that 5-inning start against Alabama Huntsville. 2-4 on the year is the right-hander. 3 balls and no strikes, the 3-0. That'll catch the outside corner, 3-1. Home plate umpire today, John White. C.J. Burdett down at first, Brandon Schultz at second, Nate Starr down at third. The 3-1 on the way to Major, lifted high in the air to center field. Donchie will settle underneath it. They'll make the catch for the out. The Statesmen still looking for their first hit of the game. I'll bring Josh Russell to the plate.
Catcher number 11, Josh Russell.
Russell last night for the Statesmen, 1 for 4 with a double. Also had a pair of strikeouts. Josh, a senior out of Marion, Arkansas, hitting .333 in the postseason. A home run and 4 RBIs. He'll take that one inside, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Kane making his 11th start, his 14th appearance, or his 15th appearance overall. As this one's fouled off, evens the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. 50 innings pitched. Kane has given up 32 runs. 27 of those have been earned on 37 hits. He's walked 38, struck out 60. Again, as we were talking, his last several starts during the regular season, as that's called a strike. 1-2. Russell didn't like it. Turns around and has a look at the home plate umpire. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kane so far has kept the Statesmen at bay, no hit them, as that one's fouled off his foot. Cal remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Valdosta State got a bloop single to center by Donchie. A balk by Minton moved him down to second. Donchie then stole third. Came in on a ground out. 1-0 lead for the Blazers. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Russell. The 1-2 pitch on the way, a breaking ball, slap foul. One ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 going to miss outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 on the way, swung on and missed. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Cooper Kane, who seems to be dialed in at the moment. Second strikeout.
First baseman, number 16, Hayden White.
For him early, and that'll bring Hayden White to the plate. Hayden White, the junior out of Madison, Mississippi. The first pitch to Hayden will miss low and away. 1 ball, no strikes out of Copiah Lincoln Community College. White's had a solid postseason, hitting .324, 4 home runs, 22 RBIs. Hard shot, but right back to the pitcher. He'll glove it up. Little soft toss over to first, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 here in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no Statesman left on base. We head to the bottom of the second. Still 1-0, Valdosta on the Statesman Baseball Network.
When an emergency strikes and minutes matter, count on Bolivar Medical Center. Whether there's a major illness or head injury, our experienced medical staff provides quality emergency care, and you'll see a doctor fast because we have low wait times. Have peace of mind that we are an accredited chest pain center, meaning our dedicated team has achieved a higher level of expertise to care for patients with chest pain and other heart problems. To learn more about our emergency care and see our average wait times, visit bolivarmedical.com.
Tacos, enchiladas, burritos, chimichangas, hot sauce. Yeah, we're not your ordinary Mexican restaurant. Our food rocks. Go walk and roll!
You've tried the rest. Now, try the best. No Way Jose in Western Plaza in Cleveland. Get Tex-Mex dishes, steak and ribs, seafood, vegetarian dishes, pastas, po' boys, sandwiches, and more. Plus, a full bar open daily. For the best Mexican food in Cleveland, head west to No Way Jose in Western Plaza, Cleveland.
Bottom of the second inning here at Harvey Stadium, Ferris Field. Matt Jones with you this afternoon. Game 3 of the NCAA South 2 Regional. As Valdosta State leads it 1-0. Down in Tampa, they're in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 outs. Tampa leads West Florida 2-0. Kevin Pimentel has allowed 3 hits to the Argonauts, while Tony Kuchera, who got the start for the Argonauts, has given up 2 runs on 6 hits. Both teams have left 2 men on base, or 3 men on base so far in the ball game. It'll be Logan Stevens, Mike Christopoulos, and Andrew Williamson to face the left-hander, as Minton's fastball just misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Tight strike zone early for both pitchers. The Blazers been a little more selective. It's the 1-0 on the way to Stevens. That'll miss outside, 2-0. As Minton, very similar to the start he had at the GSC tournament. Just nibbling right there around the plate, but just not getting the strike call. 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 on the way to Stevens, lifted down the left field line, hit pretty well. Major on the run, and it's gone. An opposite field home run for Logan Stevens. The Blazers lead it 2-0. That ball was hit pretty well. Didn't look like a home run coming off the bat, but carried out of here. The Blazers have come out of the gate ready to play today.
First baseman number 12, Mike Christopoulos.
So now Mike Christopoulos will come to the plate after Logan Stevens struck his first home run of the year. In 162 previous at-bats, Stevens had not hit a home run. He homered right there. This little chopper on the right side. Barlow will glove it up, flips to first for the out. And there's one retired, so a nice way to answer back there by Dalton Minton to get Mike Christopoulos out on the 4-3 ground out. But the Blazers now spotted a 2-0 lead. As the first pitch on the way to Andrew Williamson will get in there for a strike. Andrew Williamson, 6'4", 220, a senior, out of Orange Park, Florida. Played at St. John's River Community College. He'll hit this one hard, back up the middle. Gloved up by Sargent, spins, throws in time. A nice play there at short by Derrick. 2 away now. Here in the second inning. That's going to bring the catcher, number 11, Seth Caballos, to the plate. Delta State again, a slow start here. We're in the bottom of the second inning. The Blazers with a 2-0 lead. The first pitch on the way to Caballos, in there for a strike, 0-1. Caballos hitting .208 on the year, no home runs, 12 RBIs. The 0-1 swung on and missed, quickly 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the second inning. 2 runs on 2 hits for the Blazers. Delta State, no runs on no hits. The 0-2 on the way to Caballos, misses outside with a changeup, 1-2. Caballos, 5'11", 175, a sophomore out of Tarpon Springs, Florida. And that's a swing and a miss for strike 3 as Minton retires 3 straight after giving up the home run. But 1 run on 1 hit for Valdosta State. No errors and no runners left on base. We head to the third. It's Valdosta 2, Delta State 0 on the Statesman Baseball Network.
There's a place we can go to. I can't wait to see you, and everybody knows. See you at Hedges. See you at Hedges.
Hedges Burgers and Music, located in historic downtown Cleveland.
Great products, great service. That's what the Image Specialist Company in Kyocera can offer you. The Image Specialist Company is the only authorized Kyocera dealer in the Delta and the only Kyocera dealer to ever earn the Premier Dealer Award in Mississippi. The Image Specialist Company offers a full line of Kyocera digital copiers, printers, and faxes with the capabilities of printing, scanning, network faxing, scan to email. The Image Specialist Company can offer it all. And remember, the Image Specialist Company is Mississippi owned and operated. Call Brad Yon or Jeff Blask at 846-6482 or in Greenville 378-5700. The Image Specialist is offering on-site paper shredding. Call for pricing.
At Robinson Electric, our slogan is, when it has to be done right. We do all sorts of installations, commercial, industrial, design build, residential, service, generators, LED lighting, anything that has to do with electrical, large or small. At Robinson Electric, we believe that every job is important. Quality of work is the most important thing that we do. Call us today or check out our website at robinsonelectric.biz.
The 4 for $4 from Wendy's has a lot of fans because it's a deal that gives you a sandwich plus 4 nuggets, a small fry, and drink, all for just $4. But now the 4 for $4 has more variety than ever with 8 sandwich choices.
I'm loyal to the double stack.
I'm Junior Bacon Cheeseburger through and through.
I pledge myself to the crispy chicken sandwich.
I'm loyal to my hunger.
Whether you're loyal to one sandwich or all 8, the Wendy's 4 for $4 has a sandwich for you. So try them all and pick your favorite. Now that's deliciously different.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time. Offer not valid in Alaska and Hawaii.
Weber Harbison leads things off here for the Statesman in the top half of the third inning as Cooper Kane has been outstanding. No hit the Statesman so far. As Harbison behind the count, no balls and 2 strikes. The Blazers again getting 2 runs on 2 hits so far in this one. A home run by Logan Stevens. Bottom of the second inning. Doubled their lead. The 0-2 on the way to Harbison. Gonna miss way outside. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Statesman still looking for their first hit today. Kane, 2 strikeouts. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 on the way. Call strike 3 on the inside corner. Harbison caught looking. First out here in the inning. As Cooper Kane has been outstanding so far in this one. Kane, the right-hander. Retired. 7 of the first 8 he has faced. That's called a strike. It's not over the plate. But the home plate umpire is giving it to him. The States are going to have to adjust. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 on the way will miss outside. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Statesman once again down 2-0. Here in the top of the third, the 2-0. Check swing. They asked, did he go? They say he did. 2-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes here, excuse me. One and 2 the count. Young hitting .246. 3 hits last night. Trying to find a way to get the Statesman untracked here. Cooper Kane with 1 strikeout so far in each of his first 3 innings. The 1-2 on the way. Ground ball, left side, scooped up by Broughton. He will throw just in time. He pulled him off the bag. The first baseman didn't keep his foot on the bag. And so safe at first base on the air. Coach Williams going to come out to question the call, but that was pretty clear. Williams with the slow walk out to talk to the first base umpire, C.J. Burdett. As the first baseman's foot came off the bag before he made the catch.
It don't do him no good to go out there.
They're going to go down and talk to the other umpires and see if they saw something different. First baseman pulled his foot off the bag. He was the closest man to the play. The officials all going to get together and talk it over. And they're going to call him safe. So now a runner at first base.
Third baseman number 17.
For Delta State. David Harrington now will try to get something going here for the Statesmen. As Harrington will dig in. David 0 for 1, grounded out to the second baseman. The first pitch to David is a curveball strike, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Error charge to the third baseman on the throw. So no balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 to Harrington, called a strike on the inside corner, 0-2. So Cooper Kane's curveball working early today. Thing really moving, big break on it. So no balls and 2 strikes now. To David Harrington. Young away from the bag at first. The 0-2 on the way. That's head high. Caballos did a good job of keeping it from going back to the backstop. And 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kane once again a long look into Caballos. The outfield playing Statesman straight up. The 1-2 on the way, hit back up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Young will take the big turn at second. Stops there. It's the first hit of the game for Delta State as David Harrington singles to center. And now Derek Sargent will come to the plate with runners at first and second and 1 out.
Shortstop, number 12,
Sargent.
Derek Sargent.
This season hitting .284 with runners in scoring position. Sargent 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. As Kane now, first time today he's been in any kind of a jam. The junior right-hander getting together with Caballos on the sides. The first pitch on the way to Sargent. Big curveball, swung on and missed, 0-1. Again, Cooper Kane out of Jacksonville, Florida. Played at Providence High School. Big frame young man, 6'2", 220. No balls and a strike here to Sargent. Runners at first and second. The 0-1 on the way to Derek. Called a strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Derek is going to get a steady dose of breaking balls all day long, knowing that there's one thing that might be a hole in his swing. Potentially, it's the curve. That's why he struck out on earlier. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 on the way. Fastball drilled into left field. Logan Stevens comes in, makes the running catch. Young was running on the play and had to get back. That ball was tattooed, but a nice catch out in left by Stevens for the second out of the inning. It's not enough topspin to get down.
Second baseman number 20, Jake Barlow.
So now Jake Barlow will dig in. Statesman runners at first and second. 2 outs now for the second baseman, Jake Barlow. Kane again, very deliberate on the mound, takes his time. The first pitch on the way to Barlow is a curveball, called a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Good speed on the bases. Anything hit to the gaps and potentially 2 runs. No balls and a strike here to Barlow. Kane again set, working from the stretch. Chopper, left side, gloved up by Broughton. He will set, throws in time. And the Statesmen strand 2 runners on base here in the third. No runs on a hit. There was an error. 2 runners left stranded on base. We head to the bottom of the third. It's still 2-0 Valdosta on the Statesman Baseball Network.
Since our opening in 2007, Lost Pizza Company's one and only goal has been to bring you the best food in the Delta. With our well-rounded menu, fresh ingredients, warm, inviting dining atmosphere, and our friendly staff, we believe you'll agree. It is the best. To our customers, thank you. We are genuinely grateful for all of our loyal customers and the support you have given us over the years. So come get lost tonight at Lost Pizza Company. Indianola and Cleveland voted the best pizza in the state by Mississippi Magazine.
No one gets Mississippi like Mississippi. And at Statewide Federal Credit Union, we know a thing or two about that. Like community is built on relationships, and nothing's more valuable than someone's trust. So we get out there and earn it by working together to understand exactly what you're going through, delivering banking solutions to meet your needs, and helping out where and when we can. Because this community is our community. Statewide Federal Credit Union. Stop by our Cleveland branch today or visit us online at statewidefcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
We enter the bottom of the third inning here at Harvey Stadium, Ferris Field, the NCAA South Region 2. Game 3. As Delta State trails Valdosta State 2-0. Delta State stranding 2 runners at the top of the third inning. Statesmen have left 3 on base so far today. As it'll be the 9, 1, and 2 spots due up for Valdosta as John Burkett will lead things off. Burkett 2 for 3 in the first game of the tournament. 2 base hits. Also had a strikeout as that one's fouled back. Another one correction, had a walk. No balls and a strike here to the 9-hole hitter for Valdosta. Junior out of Gulf Breeze, Florida. Played at Tallahassee Community College, hitting .250 on the year. So the 0-1, get a miss outside, 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. Again, we're in the bottom of the third inning. Statesmen are the visiting team today. The winner of this game advances to tomorrow's noon championship game. So the 1-1 stays high, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 to Burkett. That was right there over the plate. Called the ball, 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 on the way, and that's, again, right there at the belt. Called a ball. So a leadoff walk by John Burkett now to the top of the order.
Number 17,
Mac Hathcock. Hathcock 5'10", 175, a junior transfer from Troy. A Moultrie, Georgia native. Hathcock hitting .305. Snap throw to first. Close play over there. Minton going to have to be careful. He's already had 1 balk called on him today. That allowed the Blazers to move a runner into scoring position in the first inning. Eventually came in to score. Minton again will throw to first. Burkett 4 for 5 in stolen base attempts. As again, Hathcock at the plate. The first pitch shows bunt. Fastball comes up and in. Hathcock gets out of the way. 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Tampa continues to lead West Florida 3-0. Delta State trails 2-0 here. The bottom of the 3rd inning. Runner at first base. The 1-0 swung on and missed. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Greg Williams down at third base. 29th season as a head coach. Little soft toss over to first. As Burkett gets back in. Minton Minton trying to get a ground ball right here, although Hathcock can be a tough guy to double up. The 1-1 shows bunt. And this one misses high again, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Statesman again off to a bit of a slow start here offensively. Cooper Kane has done an excellent job of keeping the Statesman off balance here early. The 2-1, that stays high, 3-1. And Dalton Minton is having trouble finding the strike zone, which is very similar to that start against Valdosta. The GSC tournament, 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1 to Hathcock, swung on and missed. 3-2. Minton went 2 2/3. Now 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Mac Hathcock. Good speed at first base and John Burkett. Minton comes set once again. The 3-2 on the way is belt high. Called a ball. Back-to-back walks for Dalton Minton. Now the Blazers really a chance to break this game open. Runners at first and second, nobody out for Joe-Enric Donchie. Statesman starting to move around a little bit in the dugout. Looks like we're going to get somebody up in the bullpen. Blake Matthews going to go out and have a chat with Dalton Minton. Minton's start against West Georgia, 1 1/3 innings, gave up 5 runs on 6 hits. As Matthews will visit with him, just trying to get him to calm down a little bit. He's been right around the plate the whole time, but not able to really zone in on this strike zone. Coach Williams coming down to have a conversation with Donchie. Donchie again out of Willemstad, Curacao, played at Palm Beach State Community College. A 5'10", 165-pound junior. Donchie hitting .325. Donchie, though, more than likely, you would think would be bunting here as the Statesman set up the defense. Delta State trailing 2-0 here against Cooper Kane. Statesman have had no answer for the right-handers so far today. Statesman setting up the bunt defense, and the fastball gets in there for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Valdosta fans don't like it now. Delta State fans didn't like it earlier. No one's ever happy, really, I don't think, with umpires, whether you're the home team or the visiting team. It's a job that you just got to love. No balls and 1 strike here to Donchie. Hasn't squared. Will square again. Now he's slapping, and he'll slap that one foul, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Best thing that Statesman could get right here would be a strikeout. No balls, 2 strikes. Donchie once again will dig in. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 on the way, swung on and missed. He struck him out. Huge strikeout for Dalton Minton. 1 out here in the inning. Runners still at first and second. Second strikeout now for Dalton. So now Josh Broughton will dig in. Broughton grounded out to shortstop in his first at bat. Broughton again out of Callahan, Florida. Elon College transfer. The first pitch from Minton. Slider in there for a strike. 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Minton went 6 innings in his last start against West Florida. 1 run on 6 hits. The 0-1 on the way. Tapped that one foul. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Melvin Frazier starting to loosen in the bullpen for the Statesman. Frazier, the senior out of Baker, Louisiana. No balls and 2 strikes here to Broughton. Dalton Minton set, runners at first and second. He'll check the runners, turns, chase the runners back. Still no balls, 2 strikes. Minton again comes set. The 0-2 on the way to Broughton. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Dalton Minton. 2 outs here in the 3rd. And now DJ King will come to the plate. King grounded out to Sargent to end the 1st inning. King is a senior out of Fort Meade, Florida. Played at Hillsborough Community College. First team all GSC shortstop. King 6'2", 210. Guy that has some tools. Really good chance, and he's going to get an opportunity to continue playing baseball beyond his Valdosta State career. And the first pitch to him is foul straight back, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Logan Stevens waits on deck. No balls and 1 strike. John Burkett down at second. Mac Hathcock at first. Minton set the 0-1. Jammed him up, fouled it off, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, 2 on for the Blazers. It's Delta State once again trailing 2-0. Minton will step off as King asks for time. Dalton will come set. The 0-2 on the way to King will miss down and in. Trying to get King to chase the slider. He laid off of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, back-to-back walks to open the inning. 1 to John Burkett, 1 to Mac Hathcock. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Blazers leading it 2-0. The 1-2 on the way. That's slap foul. It's King hanging tough at the plate. One ball, 2 strikes. Minton again trying to get out of a jam right here. The top of the 3rd inning. The 1-2, that's going to miss inside. Wild pitch. So runners will move up 90 feet. Russell couldn't hang on to that one. It was inside. So now 2-2 the count. King has laid off 2 sliders down and in after back-to-back strikeouts. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Minton once again a long look in here to Russell. Dalton set once again. The 2-2 on the way. Asked, did he check? They're going to say no, and the count is full, 3-2. That just missed the zone. Very inconsistent high and low right now. 3-2 now, the count. Three balls and 2 strikes. Minton again comes set. The 3-2 payoff pitch on the way. Just got a piece of it. Did King. So the count full once again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Logan Stevens waits on deck. Statesman trying to get out of the third inning here. Minton again sent. The 3-2 on the way. Popped him up. Shallow right. Herbison coming in. He'll find it. Makes the catch. And Minton gets out of the third inning jam. No runs on, no hits. There were no errors. Courtesy of the 2 walks. 2 men are left on base. We head to the fourth. Statesman trail it 2-0. You're listening to NCAA South 2 Baseball Regional on the Statesman Baseball Network.
Since our opening in 2007, Lost Pizza Company's one and only goal has been to bring you the best food in the Delta. With our well-rounded menu, fresh ingredients, warm, inviting dining atmosphere, and our friendly staff, we believe you'll agree. It is the best. To our customers, thank you. We are genuinely grateful for all of our loyal customers and the support you have given us over the years. So come get lost tonight at Lost Pizza Company. Indianola and Cleveland, voted the best pizza in the state by Mississippi Magazine.
No one gets Mississippi like Mississippi. And at Statewide Federal Credit Union, we know a thing or two about that. Like community is built on relationships, and nothing's more valuable than someone's trust. So we get out there and earn it by working together to understand exactly what you're going through, delivering banking solutions to meet your needs, and helping out where and when we can. Because this community is our community. Statewide Federal Credit Union. Stop by our Cleveland branch today or visit us online at statewidefcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
Statesman looking for some offense here early as we head to the top of the fourth inning. Valdosta State leading Delta State 2-0. As the Blazers threatened again in the bottom of the third inning, but could not get a run across as Dalton Minton, after walking 2, came back and got 3 straight outs. Statesman here in the top of the fourth inning. We'll send Esteve, Major, and Russell to the plate. Face the right-hander Cooper Kane, who so far has been nearly untouchable. A seeing eye single from David Harrington, the only hit for Delta State today. That came back in the top half of the third inning. As Kane ready to go. First pitch on the way to Esteve will bounce up there 1-0. One thing to keep an eye on here with Kane, as we said earlier, he's got great stuff. There's no doubt about it, but the longest outing he has had since March 16th was a 5-inning affair against Alabama Huntsville in the Gulf South Conference tournament. Went 5 innings, gave up 3 runs on 8 hits, and a 5-4 Valdosta State win. It's 1 ball and 1 strike now to C.J. Esteve. Esteve 0 for 1 today, ground out to the shortstop. The 1-1 to Esteve, that almost hit him in the face, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1 to count. Nobody out. Top of the fourth inning. The 2-1 offering from Kane stays high. 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Kane has missed up in the zone several times. The Statesmen have kind of bailed him out on a couple of occasions with swings at pitches out of the zone. 3-1 here to Esteve. That one will catch the outside corner. 3-2. Another full count. 5th full count of the game for the right-hander Kane. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 on the way, and that's roped into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. The right fielder, Hathcock, couldn't decide whether or not he wanted to come in and try to make a diving catch. If he did, it would probably have gotten by him. If he didn't make the catch, I guess is what I meant to say. If he doesn't make the catch and he gets by him, Esteve's probably standing at third. So now runner at first base for Matthew Major. Major 0 for 1, hit one to straightaway center in his first at bat. He'll take a curveball low, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the 4th inning, Statesman trail 2-0 here to Valdosta State. The 1-0, missing outside, 2-0. 2 straight breaking balls out of the zone to Major. Kennison steps out. Rolls through the signs here. Estave. Down at first, being held on by Christopoulos. The 2-0 on the way. That's hit off the end of the bat. That one's got a chance. It's going to fall in. Fair ball. Estave will round second. He will head for third. It's a single for Major off the end of the bat. Back-to-back hits for the green and white. And the Statesmen have runners now on the corners with nobody out. Josh Russell now, the senior, out of Marion, Arkansas. We'll dig in. He's a .333 hitter this season with runners in scoring position. 16 out of 48. 0 for 1 today is Russell. A strikeout swinging. Back in his lone at bat in the 2nd inning. Number 21 for the Blazers. That is Sean Gable. Is headed down to the bullpen. Nobody out, runners on the corners. As Kane set, the first pitch on the way. Fastball high, 1-0. Sean Gable, 3-2 on the year, a 1.85 ERA. 16 appearances, 1 start for the Blazers. He is starting to toss in the bullpen. The 1-0, foul straight back. 1-1 now to Josh Russell. Statesman looking for anything here. Wild pitch, fly ball deep to the outfield. Base hit, walk. They'll take pretty much anything. Ground ball on the right side of the infield. The 1-1 on the way to Russell. Rip, caught at third. That's the one thing we didn't need. That ball was absolutely tattooed to the third baseman, who makes the catch. So now Hayden White will come to the plate. It's the third baseman, Josh Broughton. That one got on him quickly, and he just got the glove up in time to make the catch. A little further to the right or left, and he's got a base hit. Instead, he's got a line drive out. So 1 out now for Hayden White. Runners again on the corners, nobody out. The first pitch to White will get in there for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Top of the 4th inning, back-to-back singles to open the frame. Estave to right, Major to right. They're on the corners. The 0-1 on the way to White. Called a strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Home plate umpire today, very wide strike zone. 0-2 the count. Cabayas through the signs. Kane set at the belt. The 0-2 on the way. Foul tip, just got a piece of it. Did Hayden to stay alive. Delta State desperately needing to scratch a run across as the Blazers lead it 2-0. No balls, 2 strikes here to Hayden White. Kane again set at the belt, working from the stretch. The 0-2 on the way, stays high, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. They've gone to the top of the 8th inning down in Tampa. West Florida still trails the Spartans 3-0. It's 2-0 Valdosta State here. Top of the 4th. The 1-2 on the way. Ground ball right side. Knocked down by the first baseman. He's going to throw it into left field. A run will come in to score. Rounding second, headed for third is Major. And the Statesmen are on the board. Could have been a double play to get out of the inning, but the first baseman, Christopoulos, threw that one out into left field. Now Coach Greg Williams going to come out of the dugout, trying to calm down his infielders. He hasn't made the move to the bullpen yet. He's calling the entire infield in. As White will reach on the air. He does get credited for the RBI. He's going to be actually called a fielder's choice. RBI. Coming in to score is C.J. Estave. As Williams breaks up the meeting, or ends the meeting on the mound. And so now Weber Herbison, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking. An E3T, allowing Major to move down to third. So the Statesmen are on the board, 2-1 here in the top of the fourth inning. So now Weber digs in. Don't be surprised if Weber lays one down. The first pitch on the way to Herbison, going to miss outside, 1-0. Everyone in the stands, including Weber, they're kind of flinched. That one was kind of right there in that zone where they've been calling the strike. Apparently a little further off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes to Herbison. The 1-0, that one almost hit him in the head. 2-0. Herbison backs out. 2 balls, no strikes. Potential tying run. 90 feet away, down at third. Gable again loosening up in the bullpen for Valdosta. The 2-0 to Herbison. Late swing, 2-1. Swings and misses, 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, that was ball 3. It's up in the zone. Statesman, though, not able to lay off of it. 2 balls and 1 strike. Herbison, a huge day yesterday. A solo home run that tied the game up. Also had a sac fly RBI. As that one just misses low. 3-1 now to Herbison. Three balls and 1 strike. 1 out, runners on the corners. The runner goes, 3-1, hot shot, fair ball down the left field line. Coming in to score is Major, rounding third, putting on the brakes there is Hayden White. It's a double RBI for Weber Herbison, and the Statesmen have tied it up at 2 apiece. Herbison just snuck that one inside the third baseline. A double RBI for Weber. His third RBI of the regional.
Number 6, Brett Young.
Herbison now with 35 RBIs on the year. And now Brett Young will come to the plate. Runners at second and third with 1 out. The infield in. The first pitch to Young, ground ball left side. Going to come to the plate, sliding in, but being out is Hayden White. Not quite sure why White came on to the plate right there, as that one was right in front of him.
Third baseman number 17.
So 2 outs here in the inning. Don't really understand that decision. 2 outs. And Herbison down at second. Young reaching on the fielder's choice. Now runners at first and second for David Harrington. The first pitch to David, a breaking ball in the dirt, 1-0. Harrington 1 for 2 today. One ball, no strikes. Want to know the count. Curveball will catch the outside corner, 1-1. David's the seventh man to bat here in the inning. Estave and Major got the inning going. 2 singles to right. Runners at first and third. At that point, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 to Harrington. Curveball in the inside corner, 1-2. And that's what Kane has been using to his advantage today. He'll throw that curveball way out on that outer edge that he's been able to get the strike. It's kind of like Greg Maddux. Maddux could establish at 2 inches, 2 to 3 inches off the edge of the plate that the home plate umpire would give him. And Kane's been doing that today. It's been outstanding. The 1-2 to Harrington, ripped into left field, base hit, rounding third, headed for home. The throw from Stevens will not be made. And Herbison scores, and the Statesmen lead 3-2. David Harrington, an RBI single to left field. Herbison comes in to score.
Number 12, Derek Sargent.
And now the Statesmen lead 3-2. 3-run top of the 4th inning here for Delta State. Brett Young advances to second. Harrington at first. Derek Sargent now at the plate. 0 for 2 today. A strikeout and a line out to left. And the first pitch to Sargent, going to miss outside, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Long look in here by Kane, the 1-0. That's going to miss outside, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 outs here in the inning. It's Delta State once again has claimed the lead 3-2 here. 2 balls, no strikes to Sarge. You'd think Kane's got to throw a fastball here with a 2-0 count. The 2-0 breaking ball, outside corner, called a strike. That's on the outer third, 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike. Long look in by Kane. The 2-1 on the way to Sargent. Missed outside, 3-1. A walk would load the bases for Jake Barlow. Statesman again here with 2 outs, trying to keep this going. A 2-out RBI single by David Harrington. It's given the Statesman the 3-2 lead. 3 balls and 1 strike. Again, Kane set, the 3-1 on the way. Misses outside, he walks it. A 2-out walk to Sargent. Now the base is loaded.
Second baseman number 20, Jake Barlow.
Harrington down to second, Young down to third, and that is going to be it for Cooper Kane. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Jake Barlow at the plate, and Valdosta State is making the call to the bullpen. We'll tell you all about Sean Gable. We come back right after this on the Delta State Baseball Network.
Time to head to the greens. After a long week of work, you deserve this. But how you gonna pay for it? Since you left your debit card at the gas station? Oh, crud. Don't worry. With the Secure Lock mobile app, you can cancel that lost debit card right from the palm of your hand. Simply open the Secure Lock app, log in, and deactivate your debit card. If you find it, you can reactivate it the same way, because you deserve simple. Planners Bank. Growing together. Member FDIC.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're based in Mississippi with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. Farm Bureau Insurance. Go with the home team.
Mississippi Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi. Discounts may vary and do not apply to life insurance products.
Hello, I'm Roger Easley, managing partner at South Group in Cleveland. With South Group being one of the largest insurance agencies in the state, we get a broad coverage at competitive premiums. However, since our staff and I all live here in Bolivar County, we're your friends and neighbors, and you can count on us treating you as a friend and neighbor. Whatever your needs, new policy, insurance review, or claim, you'll get the hometown service you deserve. I guarantee it.
South Group Insurance, the name to trust in the Delta. Call 843-2747 or visit their website at southgroup.net.
In today's market, why trust your most valuable asset to just anyone? Call the winning team at Partnership Properties. Their experience and dedication will help you make informed and confident decisions about buying or selling a home. www.partnershipprop.com is your #1 resource for up-to-date listing information, staging tips, loan programs, interest rates, and local rental information. Buying or selling? Call the trusted team at Partnership Properties, 662-843-8850. That's 662-843-8850. Sean Gable now into pitch for Valdosta State. Out of the bullpen for Coach Greg Williams. Bases loaded here for Jake Barlow. And the first pitch from Gable, big, nasty curveball in there for a strike, 0-1. Sean Gable making his 17th appearance out of the bullpen. He is 3-2 on the year, a 1.85 ERA. Gable has given up just 12 runs, 7 earned on 28 hits. No balls and 1 strike here to Barlow. The 0-1. Fastball outside corner, 0-2. Barlow this season with the bases loaded has been outstanding. 5 for 10, 500, 3 grand slams, but behind in the count now. No balls and 2 strikes. Gable set. The 0-2 going to miss outside, 1-2. Gable, the first man out of the pen. In here for the Blazers. 1 ball, 2 strikes now for Barlow. Gable will come set, working from the stretch. The 1-2 going to miss low, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Gable looks in again, 6'1", 200-pound right-hander. That one's going to miss outside as well, and the count is full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 the count. 2 outs. Bases full of Statesmen. Jake Barlow at the plate, the 9th man to come to the plate here in the inning. Gable will come set. The 3-2 on the way. Rolled it foul, past the bag at third. We'll do it again. Gable again, 6'2", 200 pounds, a junior out of Boca Raton, Florida. Played at Santa Fe Community College. Before transferring to Valdosta State. Jake Barlow, 332 on the season. 13 doubles, 11 home runs, 53 RBIs. Also has 5 triples. The 3-2 on the way, lifted high down the right field line and foul. That's going to get out of play. Count remains full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Barlow again hitting .500 this season with the bases loaded. That includes 3 grand slams. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gable will step on. Young is at third, Harrington at second, Sargent down at first. The 3-2 popped him up on the infield. His shortstop, King, calls for it. He'll make the catch for the out. And the Statesmen are going to strand 3 runners. But Delta State gets 3 runs. They had 4 hits. There was an error, and 3 men are left on base. The Statesmen, though, reclaim the lead. 3-2. We'll take a timeout. Back after this on the Statesman Baseball Network.
When it comes to great food and great times, there's no better place than Airport Grocery. And if you're in the mood for the best barbecue around, it's Airport Grocery, of course. You know they smoke their meats in-house, so you know it's gonna be a treat. Plus the cold beer, happy hour, and the best burger in town for lunch. They all can't be beat. And then you add their in-house hot tamales and the best entertainment in the Delta, and what have you got? One great place to eat and the perfect place to celebrate your next special event. Airport Grocery, north of Cleveland on Blues Highway 61.
Why get iPhone XS on the C Spire network? For that business trip to Chicago when your son sends a funny memoji. For Aunt Ella's birthday, where your iPhone XS dual lens camera takes the picture everyone wants. Get the most from iPhone XS with twice the nationwide LTE. iPhone XS and C Spire for every moment. C Spire, customer inspired. Buy iPhone XS and take up to $750 off a second. Details at cspire.com.
Dalton Minton comes back out for the 4th inning as Delta State has claimed a 3-2 lead here with a 3-run top of the 4th inning. Minton walked the first 2 batters in the 3rd inning before retiring 3 straight. As Dalton now will face Logan Stevens, Mike Christopoulos, and Andrew Williamson. Stevens 1 for 1 today with a solo home run, a ground ball to Barlow. Deep in the hole at second. He'll flip over to first in time for the out. And there's one away. Long top half of the 4th inning.
First baseman number 12, Mike Christopoulos.
Sat in the dugout all by himself down at the end. So now the first baseman, Mike Christopoulos, will dig in. Delta State trailed 2-0 going into the top of the 4th inning. Strung together 4 hits, scoring 3 runs, aided by a throwing error, as Christopoulos will take the fastball high, 1-0. Sean Gable, a right-handed junior, came in and put out the fire for the Blazers, as that one will miss on the outside. Or actually, no, he called that a strike, 1-1. Well, he was going to leave out a ball, but he called it a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 from Minton. Slider falls in there for a strike as well, 1-2. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Statesmen are the visiting team here in this one. 1-2 the count. Mike Christopoulos, the first baseman for the Blazers, out of Bayonne, New Jersey. 1-2 on the way, outside corner. It's been a strike all day until that one. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And again, a long look in. The 2-2 on the way. Slider, that misses inside. The count is full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 the count. Delta State again. 3-run top of the 4th inning. The payoff pitch on the way from Minton. The 3-2 just missed outside again. That'll be another walk issued by Dalton Minton.
Designated hitter number 32, Andrew Williamson.
Dugout protecting or defending Minton there, letting their displeasure be known on those 2 calls. So now runner at first base for Andrew Williamson. Williamson, the catcher / DH. He's DHing today. It's the first pitch on the way to him. Will miss high in the zone, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. It's been that kind of day for Dalton. One ball, no strikes here to Williamson. The 1-0. Slider falls in there for a strike. 1-1. Another good crowd on hand for the Statesman today. Great crowd last night. Wonderful atmosphere here at Harvey Stadium, Ferris Field. As little snap throw to first. And a close play as Christopoulos got back in. Christopoulos 3 for 7 this season on stolen bases. 1 ball and 1 strike to Williamson. The 1-1. Fastball, foul back, 1-2 now. It's Williamson. Caught yesterday's game. Senior out of Orange Park, Florida. Played at St. John's River Community College before coming to Valdosta State. The 0-2 on the way, and Williamson fouls that one straight back. Count remains 1-2. One out. Blazers first baseman Mike Christopoulos over at first, being held on by Hayden White. The 1-2 popped him up, shallow center. Barlow back on the edge of the grass will make the catch. So 2 outs here in the inning. And that will bring to the plate the catcher, Seth Cabayas. Cabayas, 5'11", 175, again out of Hillsborough Community College. That's in Tampa. He is a Tarpon Springs, Florida native. Very athletic catcher. The first pitch to him is going to be roped into center field for a base hit. 3rd hit of the day for the Blazers. The first hit for Cabayas here today. Puts runners at first and second now with 2 outs for John Burkett.
Second baseman number 9, John Burkett.
Cabayas that time just sitting on Minton's breaking ball and turns on it and slaps it into center. Again, we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Blazers are the home team today. It's Minton now trying to get out of the jam here. As the first pitch to John Burkett is in there for a strike, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. At the top of the 9th inning, down in Tampa, the Spartans leading West Florida now 4-0. Bases loaded with nobody out. John Burkett swings at it, misses, 0-2. Tried to check his swing, couldn't hold up. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, 2 on. Minton again comes set. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Call strike 3 on the outside corner. Throw the hand and start the mower. John White, that ends the inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors. 2 runners left on base. We head to the top of the 5th inning. It's Delta State 3, Valdosta 2 on the Statesman Baseball Network.
It's no secret that the best all-you-can-eat lunch buffet in Cleveland is at the Senator's Place. Plus, the barbecue at the Senator's Place is second to none. Join them on Thursday for their barbecue special. But here's the breaking news. The Senator's Place is now serving breakfast every Saturday morning from 7 till 10, featuring sausage, ham, eggs, bacon, salmon croquettes, grits, homemade biscuits, pancakes, and more. It's the Senator's Place, serving delicious food for the soul at 1028 South Davis in Cleveland, 846-7434.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages now. I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your nationwide agent offers.
Oh, you want to go there? Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV, camper, pet, motorcycle, your tour bus. Right. Did I mention farm?
For nationwide in Cleveland, contact Wilson Langston today at 662-579-3430.
We head to the top of the 5th inning here at Harvey Stadium, Ferris Field. South Region 2 action today. It's game 1 of today's 3 games, Delta State and Valdosta State. Game 2 will be an elimination game featuring the Eckerd College Tritons and the Embry-Riddle University Eagles. C.J. Estave leads it off here for the Statesmen. Estave started the 4th inning with a single to right, as Delta State ended up plating 3 runs. As Estave will dig in. The wind is completely shifted here. Started the day out of the northwest at 7. As Sean Gable starts Estave out with a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Long look in here by Gable. So comes set the 1-0 to Estave. Lifted high in the air. Deep left field. Back of the track. It's gone. A solo shot for C.J. Estave. And the Statesmen have made it a 4-2 ball game. C.J. Estave right now might be the most valuable player of the postseason for Delta State. Estave with his 3rd home run.
Left fielder number 35, Matt Major.
Welcome to the 5th inning. First home run of the day for Delta State. 2nd here at the tournament. The first pitch now to Matt Major will get in there for a strike. 0-1. Statesman now with a 2-run lead over Valdosta. No activity in the bullpen for the Blazers. The 0-1, foul tipped into the mitt, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. C.J. Estave in the postseason. Now with 2 home runs and 10 RBIs. The 0-2 to Major, swung on and missed. He struck him out. First strikeout for Gable. Statesmen again have just not been able to lay off that
11,
outer third today, and part of that's because of the way the zone is set up today. And for the most part, home plate umpire's been very consistent with that outside corner. So now the first pitch on the way to Josh Russell, gets in there for a strike, 0-1. Russell 0 for 2 today, is struck out and hit a scud to the third baseman, Chris Brodden, who pulled it down for the out. The 0-1 to Russell will miss outside. Evens up the count at a ball and a strike. C.J. Estave opening up the 5th inning here with a solo home run. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 to Russell. Hot shot to the third baseman. Broughton will glove it up. Throws to first in time for the out. There's 2 away. 2 down here in the inning. Tampa has opened it up against West Florida now.
Number 16,
the top of the 9th inning. The Spartans leading West Florida now 7-0. Still nobody out. The top of the 9th. So Hayden White will dig in. The first pitch to White, hit off the end of the bat, but pretty well out into right. Coming in and making the catch is Hathcock, and that'll retire the side. But the Statesmen get a run on C.J. Estave's solo home run, his 3rd of the year. Statesmen lead it 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th on the Delta State Baseball Network.
When an emergency strikes and minutes matter, count on Bolivar Medical Center. Whether it's a major illness or head injury, our experienced medical staff provides quality emergency care, and you'll see a doctor fast because we have low wait times. Have peace of mind that we are an accredited chest pain center, meaning our dedicated team has achieved a higher level of expertise to care for patients with chest pain and other heart problems. To learn more about our emergency care and see our average wait times, visit bolivarmedical.com.
Tacos, enchiladas, burritos, chimichangas, hot sauce. Yeah, we're not your ordinary Mexican restaurant. Our food rocks. Go rock and roll!
You've tried the rest. Now, try the best. No Way Jose in Western Plaza in Cleveland. Get Tex-Mex dishes, steak and ribs, seafood, vegetarian dishes, pastas, po' boys, sandwiches, and more. Plus, a full bar open daily. For the best Mexican food in Cleveland, head west to No Way Jose in Western Plaza, Cleveland.
Welcome back to the NCAA South 2 Regional here in Cleveland, Mississippi at Harvey Stadium, Ferris Field. As Delta State has come back to take a 4-2 lead over Valdosta State. It'll be the top of the order due up for the Blazers here in the bottom of the fifth inning as we're halfway home. It'll be Mac Hathcock, Joenric Donchie, and Josh Broughton. Face the left-hander Dalton Minton on for his fifth inning of work. Statesmen have had Melvin Frazier up in the bullpen. Between innings, also saw Patrick Hodges head down that way. Not sure if he's throwing yet or not, as Hathcock will pop this one up to straightaway center. Young drifting back, battling the wind, will make the catch for the out. And there's one away. We mentioned earlier, when we set our Robinson Electric game day weather conditions, that the wind was out of the southwest at about 7 miles an hour. That has changed drastically since this game started. As Donchie will foul this one off down the right field line. Donchie is singled. Scored one of the Blazers' 2 runs. He's also got a strikeout to his credit. The 0-1 will miss outside 1-1. Since the game started, the wind has completely shifted out of the south to average about 15 miles an hour now. So it's more than double. It's the 1-1 swung on and missed, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 on the way from Minton, hit off the end of the bat, right to the shortstop Sargent. Will make the catch for the out, and there's 2 away. Game 2 today here at Harvey Stadium, Ferris Field, features an all-sunshine state conference matchup. Eckerd College versus Embry-Riddle. Eckerd swept Embry-Riddle during the regular season. So it should be an interesting game here. Set to begin at 3:30. That one will catch the outside corner, 0-1 to Josh Broughton. Broughton today has grounded out to short and struck out. The 0-1 from Minton. Outside corner, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. The 0-2 on the way from Minton. That will miss outside, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, bottom of the 5th inning. The 1-2 on the way. That'll miss inside, 2-2. DJ King waits on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, nobody on. The 2-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. 5th strikeout of the day for Dalton Minton. The Blazers in the 5th. No runs on, no hits, no errors, and no men left on base. We head to the top of the 6th. It's Delta State 4, Valdosta 2 on the Delta State Radio Network.
There's a place we can go to. I can't wait to see you, and everybody knows. I see you at Hedges, see you
Cajo's Burgers and Music, located in historic downtown Cleveland.
Great products, great service. That's what the Image Specialist Company in Kyocera can offer you. The Image Specialist Company is the only authorized Kyocera dealer in the Delta and the only Kyocera dealer to ever earn the Premier Dealer Award in Mississippi. The Image Specialist Company offers a full line of Kyocera digital copiers, printers, and faxes with the capabilities of printing, scanning, network faxing, scan to email. The Image Specialist Company can offer it all. And remember, the Image Specialist Company is Mississippi owned and operated. Call Brad Yon or Jeff Lusk at 846-6482 or in Greenville 378-5700. The Image Specialist is offering on-site paper shredding. Call for pricing.
Welcome back to Harvey Stadium at Ferris Field. Matt Jones with you this afternoon as we head to the top of the sixth inning. Sean Gable on for his second full inning of work. The line is closed now on Cooper Kane. The right-hander for the Blazers went 3 2/3 innings, gave up 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 earned, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. As the first pitch on the way to Weber Herbison will get in there for a strike, 0-1. Herbison with a double RBI and a strikeout. The 0-1 on the way. That's going to hit him on the shoulder, and down to first base on a hit by pitch will go Weber. Statesman.
Brett Young.
Get a runner at first now and nobody out. Brett Young will come to the plate. Young, the senior out of Lodi, California, a transfer from Nebraska Kearney. The Lopers program closed last year, shut down by administration. So Young transferred here to Delta State, shows bunt, takes that one outside, 1-0. Statesman would like to add an insurance run here, leading 4-2 in the top of the sixth. Young, during the regular season, had hit below 240, but here in the postseason is hitting 385, no home runs, 5 RBIs. Had 3 hits last night, went 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Squares to bunt, pops this one up. I was ready to make the play, but unfortunately they've got the netting out there. So 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball and 1 strike. Gable again will come set. Young tries to bunt again and again pops it up. Couldn't get the bat on it. 1-2 now. Couldn't get the top of the bat on it. So now, Coach Kennison out of the dugout. We'll go back through the signals. More than likely, bunt taken off here with 2 strikes. This one will be hit off the end of the bat, but right to the shortstop, King, who makes a nice play for the catch. 1 down here in the inning. Herbison thought that might get over his head, gotten away from first, but not far enough for King's throw back to the bag to get him. West Florida finally got out of the top of the 9th inning, but they gave up 6 runs. Tampa now leads the Argonauts 9-0 going into the bottom of the 9th inning. Again, 1 out. Runner at first base in Herbison. The first pitch to Harrington is a curveball strike. 0-1. Harrington 2 for 3 today, a single to center, a single to left. That second single drove in a run, gave Delta State the 3-2 lead. No balls and a strike. Gable will turn and toss over to first. Back in safely is Herbison. Weber 9 out of 10 this season in stolen bases. Has good speed. The The 0-1 on the way, swung on and missed, 0-2. Nice change up there by Gable. Harrington way out in front. And Sean Gable, the second pitcher used today by Valdosta State. 6'2", 200-pound junior right-hander out of Boca Raton, Florida, Santa Fe Community College. The 0-2 on the way, outside, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Herbison started out this inning, hit by a pitch. He's down at first. Brett Young tried to lay down a bunt twice, couldn't get it down. Ends up popping out to the shortstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Herbison again away from the bag at first. Herbison goes, the pitch outside, called a strikeout. The throw down to second, not in time. This strike zone today is really amazing. Coach Kennison not happy with that call, as that was a foot outside.
Shortstop number 12, Derek Sargent.
So a strikeout to David Harrington. 2 outs here now. Stolen base, though, for Herbison, his 10th of the season. Derek Sargent will dig in. Sargent looking for his first hit. The first pitch to him is a breaking ball strike, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. 2 outs here, top of the 6th inning. Herbison down at second. The 0-1, gonna miss outside, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, we're in the top of the 6th inning here. Delta State leading 4-2. The 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Seth Camayos going through the signs. Gable's got the 1 he wants. The 1-2 on the way, going to miss outside, 2-2. Trying to get him to chase with an offer at it. Two balls, 2 strikes. Again, Herbison away from the bag at second. The 2-2 on the way to Sargent. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. Second strikeout today for Derek. No runs on no hits. There were no errors, and 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Still 4-2 Statesman on the Delta State Baseball Network.
At Robinson Electric, our slogan is, when it has to be done right. We do all sorts of installations, commercial, industrial, design build, residential, service, generators, LED lighting, anything that has to do with electrical, large or small. At Robinson Electric, we believe that every job is important. Quality of work is the most important thing that we do. Call us today or check out our website at robinsonelectric.biz.
The 4 for $4 from Wendy's has a lot of fans because it's a deal that gives you a sandwich plus 4 nuggets, a small fry, and drink, all for just $4. But now the 4 for $4 has more variety than ever with 8 sandwich choices.
I'm loyal to the double stack.
I'm Junior Bacon Cheeseburger through and through.
I pledge myself to the crispy chicken sandwich.
I'm loyal to my hunger.
Whether you're loyal to 1 sandwich or all 8, the Wendy's 4 for $4 has a sandwich for you. So try them all and pick your favorite. Now that's deliciously different.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time. Offer not valid in Alaska and Hawaii.
4, 5, and 6 spots still up here in the bottom of the 6th inning for Valdosta State as DJ King will lead things off. Dalton Minton back out there for his 6th inning of work. Minton's numbers on the day. He's worked 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, both earned on 3 hits. He's walked 3, struck out 5. As DJ King will dig in. King today is grounded out to short. He's flied out to right. Minton rocks and delivers, and the first pitch to King is in there for a strike, 0-1. No balls and one strike. The 0-1 on the way is tomahawk foul by King. No balls, 2 strikes here to the shortstop for Valdosta State. Long look in by Minton. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Drilled down the right field line, but foul. Saw King that time just throw his hands out there, fighting off the pitch. Slapping it down the right side. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 on the way. Fouled off, just got a piece of it. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. The 1-2 swung on and missed. Struck him out. As Russell hangs on to it. And to say actually foul tipped it into the mid, but Russell hanging on to it. 6 strikeouts now for Dalton Minton.
Left fielder number 24, Logan Stevens.
Six Ks now this afternoon for Dalton. As Logan Stevens digs in, he will pop this one up. Shallow left. Man Major settles underneath it. He'll make the catch for the out. And there's quickly 2 away here in the 6th. Now the first baseman for Valdosta, Mike Christopoulos, will come to the plate.
12, Mike Christopoulos.
2 outs and 2 on in the bottom of the 9th inning now for West Florida. As they have now scored their first run of the game, 9-1. Tampa with the lead, though. 2 outs, and Christopoulos will take a strike, 0-1. Christopoulos has walked and grounded out to the second baseman. The 0-1 falls in there for a strike as well, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch on the way will miss outside, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 on the way, Wooden chase at it. 2-2 now to Christopoulos. Dalton Minton, the senior out of Horn Lake, Mississippi. Looking for his 11th win of the year. The 2-2 on the way, just got a piece of it. Did Christopoulos. It's West Florida now is been put down in the bottom of the 9th inning. Final Tampa 9-1. It's the 2-2 on the way. Just missed inside. The count is full, 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 to Christopoulos, a slow roller, foul. Down the third baseline. Kevin Pimentel today, 7 innings pitched, no runs on 4 hits, a walk, 4 strikeouts, and Dalton Minton is going to issue a 2-out walk to Mike Christopoulos, and that will bring the designated hitter Andrew Williamson to the plate. So 2 away now for Williamson. The first pitch on the way to him is slap foul, 0-1. Andrew Williamson today is grounded out to short and popped out to the second baseman. Melvin Frazier still throwing down in the bullpen. The 0-1 foul tipped into the mid, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Tampa has advanced to the championship round on Saturday. Nova Southeastern and Spring Hill College will play next. The winner of that game will face West Florida. The 0-2 on the way, outside, 1-2. One thing the Blazers really have not done a lot of today, Minton does have 6 strikeouts, but Valdosta has a lot of plate discipline. They don't swing at a lot of things out of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Minton again comes sent. Checks the runner, the 1-2 on the way. Lifted well into right field. Long run for Herbison. He's not going to get there. It's off the wall. He'll get it in quickly. The relay throw by Barlow coming to the plate. Cut off by Hayden White. Coming in to score from first base is Mike Christopoulos. And the Blazers have cut it to a 4-3 lead. A 2-out walk. Comes back to haunt Dalton Minton, as they usually do.
Catcher number 11.
So now it's a 1-run ball game. 4-3 on the double. Opposite field double at that by Williamson. Still not out of the jam yet. And Seth Cabayas will come to the plate. He's 1 for 2, singled in his last at bat. 4-3 our score here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The first pitch to Cabayas is fouled back. It's going to fall through the netting. 0-1. No balls and 1 strike here to Cabayas. The 0-1 on the way. Drill foul down the right side. 0-2. So once again, the last 3 batters, Dalton has been ahead. No balls and 2 strikes on. A 2-out walk to Mike Christopoulos. A double off the right field wall by Andrew Williamson. He's down at second. 4-3 our score. Delta State with a 1-run advantage. The 0-2 on the way to Cabayas. Missed inside. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Minton again sent. The 1-2 on the way. Ground ball to short. Sargent up with it. Throws on to first, and that will retire the side. But the Blazers get a run on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 runner left on base. We head to the 7th. It's Delta State 4, Valdosta State 3 on the Statesman Baseball Network.
Since our opening in 2007, Lost Pizza Company's one and only goal has been to bring you the best food in the Delta. With our well-rounded menu, fresh ingredients, warm, inviting dining atmosphere, and our friendly staff, we believe you'll agree. It is the best. To our customers, thank you. We are genuinely grateful for all of our loyal customers and the support you have given us over the years. So come get lost tonight at Lost Pizza Company, Indianola and Cleveland. Voted the best pizza in the state by Mississippi Magazine.
No one gets Mississippi like Mississippi. And at Statewide Federal Credit Union, we know a thing or two about that. Like community is built on relationships, and nothing's more valuable than someone's trust. So we get out there and earn it by working together to understand exactly what you're going through, delivering banking solutions to meet your needs, and helping out where and when we can. Because this community is our community. Statewide Federal Credit Union. Stop by our Cleveland branch today or visit us online at statewidefcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
We head to the top of the 7th inning here in Cleveland as Delta State clings to a 1-run advantage. 4-3. Statesman led 4-2 going into the bottom of the 6th inning, but a 2-out walk to Mike Christopoulos. And a double by Andrew Williamson. It's cut it to 1. As Seth Gable came on in relief in the 4th inning.
Leading off the top of the 7th for the Statesman. The second
For his third full inning of work.
Barlow.
There's no activity in the bullpen for Valdosta State as Jake Barlow will lead things off. Barlow 0 for 2 today with a walk. The right-hander Gable will come set. The first pitch on the way to Barlow will miss outside, 1-0. Again, Tampa has defeated West Florida today, 9-1. Spartans into the championship round of the South 2 Regional, South 1 Regional. It's the 1-0 called a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. One ball, one strike. Gable again, the right-hander set, the 1-1. That'll miss outside, 2-1. Again, coming up next here at Harvey Stadium, Ferris Field, Eckerd College and Embry-Riddle. Two balls, one strike. The 2-1 outside, 3-1. Barlow walked back in the first inning. Three balls and one strike. The 3-1 on the way. Called a strike on the outside corner, 3-2. Tony Kuchera taking the loss today for West Florida in that 9-1 loss to Tampa. The 3-2 payoff pitch on the way, struck him out, swung at ball 4. Third strikeout in a row
19, CJ Estave.
for Seth Gable. CJ Estave, a solo home run off Gable back in the 5th inning. He's also singled, scored 2 runs. As Gable, the right-hander, comes set. The first pitch to Estave, called a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Strike zone just keeps getting further out. No balls and one strike. The 0-1 will miss outside, 1-1. One ball and one strike. And Estave at the plate. One ball and one strike. The 1-1 get a miss outside. 2-1. There's a little activity now out in the bullpen for Valdosta State. Two balls and one strike. The 2-1. Hot shot back up the middle for Estave, and it's a 3-hit day. CJ had 2 hits yesterday. He's got 3 today. A pair of singles and a solo home run.
Left fielder, number 35, Matt Major.
Again, 1 out, runner at first base. Statesman leading it here, 4-3. Trying to exterminate the Blazers here this afternoon. The first pitch on the way to Major is in there for a strike, 0-1. It would be the first loss for either one of these teams. They would have to turn around and play tonight at 7 o'clock. No balls and a strike here to Major. Matt 1 for 3, fouls that one straight back. It's now 0-2. Major struck out in his last at bat. Singled and scored back in the 4th inning. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 on the way to Major, misses outside, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Again, 1 out. Runner at first base and C.J. Estave. The 1-2 on the way, and that's going to hit it. They're going to bring him back to first base. They're going to call him out. Coach Kennison not coming out of the dugout to argue. Going to call him out. Says that's a strike. Coach Kennison not out of the dugout to argue. That'll be a strikeout. John White called him out. Normally, that's a situation called a ball because it was up in the zone, but going to be called a strikeout. 2 outs here in the inning. Now Coach Kennison going to come out to talk to the home plate umpire about that. Strike zone's been wide all day long, and Coach Kennison asking home plate umpire how that was strike 3. If it was, you hit him in the shoulder, so it would have been high. It wouldn't have been a strike. And I think that's the question Kennison has is John White called him out. Kennison will go back to the dugout. So a runner at first base, 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. 5 strikeouts now for Gable since coming into the game. The first pitch on the way to Russell. Scooped up by the third baseman. He'll go to John Burkett at second for the force play. And that'll end the inning. Delta State, no runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. It's stretch time here in the Delta. The State's in lead at 4-3 on the Delta State Baseball Network.
When you're in control of your finances, I just feel like you're in control of your future.
The Region's Next Step project is helping real customers like Perla confidently take their next step in life.
The budget tracker on My Green Insights helps me track down every dollar we make and spend.
Ready to take your next step? Visit regions.com/nextstep.
Being confident with our money. That's our next step.
Regions Bank. Member FDIC. Paid appearance by an actual Regions customer telling her real story.
Great products, great service. That's what the Image Specialist Company in Kyocera can offer you. The Image Specialist Company is the only authorized Kyocera dealer in the Delta and the only Kyocera dealer to ever earn the Premier Dealer Award in Mississippi. The Image Specialist Company offers a full line of Kyocera digital copiers, printers, and faxes with the capabilities of printing, scanning, network faxing, scan to email. The Image Specialist Company can offer it all. And remember, the Image Specialist Company is Mississippi owned and operated. Call Brad Yon or Jeff Blask at 846-6482 or in Greenville 378-5700. The Image Specialist is offering on-site paper shredding. Call for pricing.
We head to the bottom of the 7th inning here at Harvey Stadium, Ferris Field, as Delta State leads the Blazers 4-3. Valdosta State, though, keeping the pressure on Delta State. As the Blazers here in the bottom of the 7th will have the 9, 1, and 2 spots due up. Burkett, Hathcock, and Donchie. Dalton Minton on for his 7th inning of work. Statesman got a complete game last night out of Hunter Riggins, his 3rd straight complete game of the postseason. Riggins went 9 innings, gave up 1 run on 8 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 6. Riggins here in the postseason is 3-0. a 0.36 ERA. The first pitch on the way to John Burkett is popped up. Foul territory. Harrington underneath it, makes the catch for the out. There's one away. Riggins has 3 walks and 15 strikeouts. As one away now, top of the order, Hathcock.
Right fielder number 17, Hathcock.
Comes to the plate, Mack. Again, 5'10", 175, a senior left-handed hitter. Has lined out to center, flown out to center, and walked. The first pitch from Minton is in there for a strike, 0-1. Both fan bases here really kind of living on the edge almost with every pitch. Lots of oohs and ahs. And our home plate umpire, the 0-1, popped him up. Left side, foul territory, and Harrington couldn't quite get there. 0-2 now the count. Valdosta State sending number 34, Trevin Eubanks. 6'1", 245-pound senior right-hander out of Niceville, Florida. Transfer from Southern Mississippi down to the bullpen. Looks like he's going to start throwing. They had number 41 down there. That's Bryant Van Horn. Van Horn, a 6'5", junior right-hander from Cape Coral. But he has stopped throwing. 0-2 now to Hathcock. The 0-2 on the way, trying to get him to chase, wouldn't offer at it. 1-2. In Minton, looking for his 11th win this season. The 1-2 on the way to Hathcock. And that's going to hit him and down to first. He turned into that one just the way Matt Major did. And apparently that was a little too far inside. Bluebirds will let him know what they think, but that was clearly a hit by pitch. So down to first will go Hathcock. As now Joenric Donchie will come to the plate. Again, we're at the bottom of the 7th inning. Statesman nursing a 1-run lead. 4-3. Valdosta very capable of manufacturing runs. And the first pitch on the way to home plate bounces up there, and down to second goes Hathcock. The things the Statesmen have done exceptionally well all postseason coming to bite them a little bit here this afternoon. It's a wild pitch, a balk is walks have also been an issue today. So 1 out, runner now in scoring position for Donchie. Ground ball back up the middle, scooped up by Barlow. Strong throw, great stretch there by White. He's out. Coach Williams going to come across and argue the call. 2 outs here in the inning. Down to third goes Hathcock. The officials once again are going to get together and talk about it. The mechanics of the way the crew works with the runner on base versus no one on base, as they get together. The officials talking it over. Third base umpire is the one doing most of the talking, and he had a player coming down to him. So the officials still talking it over. If it's not that clear, you've got to stay with a call. And now they're going to call him safe, and now Coach Kennison coming out of the dugout. That's terrible. He called it emphatically, called him out. No question whatsoever. The umpires get together to talk it over, and now he changes his call. He even pointed at the foot. This is a very big moment in this ball game. Clearly out on the play. He punches him out, points at the bag, saying he's out, and then they decide they're going to get together and talk about it. The first base umpire punches the runner out, points at the bag, and then when Williams comes out to question, they come together, and the officials saying that, well, maybe his foot was off the bag. First base umpire. Now the crew chief, Brandon Schultz, coming over, trying to say something. Kinnison very upset, and he's got a reason to be. The first base umpire punched him out, pointed at the bag, saying his foot was on the bag, and then he changes his call. Major point in this ball game. So now runners on the corners, one out. As the scoring will be changed on that play. Donchie not out. So runners on the corners here. As Delta State leads it 4-3. That two-out walk and double now looming large in this one back in the sixth inning. So Donchie safe at first. That'll have to be a throwing error, I assume, charged to Sargent. And the first pitch on the way will miss outside, 1-0. Big moment right here for Dalton Minton. Josh Broughton at the plate. The tying run 90 feet away. There should be two outs here in the inning. The first base umpire today, C.J. Burdett, out of the Gulf South Conference. It's the 1-0. That falls in there low, 2-0. Minton got to stay mentally sharp right here. Two balls, no strikes. The 2-0 on the way to Broughton. Fouls that one back, 2-1. 2-1 the count. The reason Coach Kinnison's so incensed on that call, the punch out at first base was emphatic. Came across his body like he was trying to knock somebody out. Then he points at the bag and says, yes, 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 and then turns over the call. 2 balls and 1 strike. Snap throw to first, back in safely is Donchie. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Stateson lead at 4-3. 1 out. Runners on the corners. This one's popped up. Shallow right. Long run. Herbison dives. He makes the catch. Tagging up at third, scoring. Now Coach Kinnison's telling him to check third base. They'll throw to third, the tag, and they're going to call him safe. He clearly left early. So we're tagged at 4. The officials basically giving a run there to the Blazers. The entire dugout for Delta State jumping up and down saying throw it over to third base. He left early. Coach Kinnison not coming out to question it, but we're tied now at 4 apiece. Weber Herbison with a great diving catch out and left. It'll end up being a sac fly RBI for Broughton. Should have been out of the inning. This one's popped up. Shallow center. Young coming in. He settles underneath it. He'll make the catch for the out. But the Blazers thanks to an overturned call at first base.
Well, that's the seventh, 1 run, no hits. There was an error. 1 runner left.
Ties it up. 1 run on no hits. There was an error and 1 runner left stranded on base. We head to the top of the 8th, all tied at 4 on the Statesman Baseball Network.
Fat Baby's Catfish House serves the best U.S. farm-raised catfish, fried, grilled, or black. Catfish gumbo, frog legs, shrimp, tilapia, crab cakes, fried quail, and don't forget our famous catfish spread. Come eat with us every day for the all-you-can-eat buffet. The menu offers other choices like USDA ribeye steaks, chicken, salads, sandwiches, hamburgers, country fried steak, barbecue sandwiches, and our homemade tater chips. Hot plate lunches daily. And remember, if you leave here hungry, it's your own fault. 662-721-9001.
Fat Baby's Catfish House, 3670 Highway 61, Cleveland, Mississippi.
Hear ye, hear ye. I bringeth thee a message from... a message from the king and his new trumpeter, Stephen. The king wishes me to convey his favor to thine team and thine tailgate. Not yet. He invites thee to let the Bud Light flow forth. And he also wishes me to tell thee that he toasts thee. Waiteth until the end, Stephen! With game day's favorite light lager and the slogan of his kingdom... Oh, Dilly Dilly! Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, AB, St. Louis, Missouri.
Our third base umpire in this one, Nate Starr, had the 2 biggest calls of that last inning. He was the umpire doing most of the talking during the huddle amongst the umpires that overturned the call. Here's the thing that makes no sense. Starr, the third base umpire, had a runner coming to third from second. So he should have been watching his bag, not watching first base. But apparently he was able to see it all, as the home plate umpire and the second base umpire did very little talking during that huddle. The third base umpire, Nate Starr, did most of the talking, and he's the one that ultimately convinced the first base umpire, who again emphatically punched out the runner, pointed to the bag saying his foot was on the bag, his foot was on the bag, convinced C.J. Burdett to overturn his call. And so now we go to the top of the 8th, all tied at 4 apiece. The new pitcher is 34, Trevin Eubanks. Eubanks out of Niceville, Florida. 6'1", 245-pound senior. A transfer from Southern Mississippi. Eubanks' numbers on the year, he's 0-3 with a 5.04 earned run average. 30 1/3 innings, 19 runs, 17 earned, 11 walks, 39 strikeouts. And so Hayden White, who was at first base during that tough call, will deliver, and the first pitch on the way is in there for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 on the way to White. Chopper on the infield. King will scoop it up, double pumps, throws to first, close play. They're going to punch him out. 1 down. So now Weber Herbison will dig in. All tied at 4.
Right fielder number 24, Weber Herbison.
Herbison digging in. He's driven in 3 runs this weekend. The first pitch to him is swung on and missed, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 will miss low, 1-1. Eubanks through 3 1/3 innings. And that 5-4 win against Alabama Huntsville. That's his last appearance for the Blazers. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 on the way to Herbison. Curveball in there for a strike, 1-2. 4-4 our score. 2 monster calls. The bottom half of that last inning, allowing the Blazers to tie the game up at 4 apiece. The 1-2 on the way to Herbison. High and tight, 2-2. And 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, top of the 8th inning. All tied at 4. Eubanks again comes sent. The 2-2 on the way. Fastball high and outside, 3-2. Blazers thought they had the strikeout. So the count is full once again, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 on the way. Call strike 3 on the outside corner. That was at least 6 inches off the plate. 2 outs here in the inning. So 2 outs now for Brett Young. Blazers again have tied it up at 4 apiece. We're at the top of the 8th inning. Long look in here by Trevin Eubanks. The first pitch on the way to Young is in there for a strike, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. And 0-1, 2 outs, nobody on for the Statesman. The 0-1 on the way, and a miss low, 1-1. Blazers will have the 5, 6, and 7 spots due up in the bottom of the 8th inning. One ball and 1 strike here to Young. The 1-1 on the way, popped it foul. That'll get out of play. 1-2 now. One ball, 2 strikes. Again, 2 outs. Nobody on base. Top of the 8th inning. Eubanks again comes sent. The 1-2 on the way. Missed outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Brett Young at the plate. The 2-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. 2 strikeouts to end the inning for Eubanks. No runs on no hits, no errors, none left. We head to the bottom of the 8th. All tied at 4 on the Statesman Baseball Network.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages now. I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your nationwide agent offers.
Oh, you want to go there. Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV, camper, pet, motorcycle, your tour bus. Right. Did I mention farm?
For Nationwide in Cleveland, contact Wilson Langston today at 662-579-3430.
Did you lose your debit card? No worries. You're with Planners. And we know that nothing is more frustrating than not having what you need when you need it. That's why whenever you lose or misplace your Planners debit card, we'll get you a new one quicker than you can say, ice cream. Planners Bank. Growing together. Member FDIC.
Bottom of the 8th inning here at Harvey Stadium, Ferris Field. Delta State and Valdosta State all tied at 4 apiece. 24, Logan Stevens will lead things off for the Blazers. He is 1 for 3 today. Back to the left side, lefty-lefty matchup here is Dalton Minton on for his 8th inning of work. The first pitch on the way to Stevens will miss low, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 on the way to Stevens, ground ball. Right side, scooped up by Barlow. The throw to first, in time for the out, and there's one away. Nice job over there by Jake.
First baseman number 12, Mike Christopoulos.
That'll bring Mike Christopoulos to the plate. Christopoulos today is just 0 for 1. He's got a pair of walks. He walked back in the 4th inning and walked and scored a run in the 6th inning. Andrew Williamson waits on deck. The first pitch on the way to him is fouled off, 0-1. Again, Eckert and Embry-Riddle will follow this one. The loser of this game has to turn around and play tonight. The winner is on to the championship round on Saturday. The 0-1 on the way to Christopoulos. Misses off the plate, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 to Christopoulos. Chopper on the infield, gloved up by Sargent. He will plant, throws, 2 down. 2 outs here in the 8th, and that will bring to the plate the DH, Andrew Williamson. The Statesman will have the top of the order due up in the 9th. Harrington, Sargent, and Barlow. Harrington, the only guy in that group of 3 to have a hit today, as others are due. Dalton will deliver to the plate, and the curveball just misses. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 the count. 1-0 on the way. Fastball off the plate, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. The 2-0 on the way to Williamson. Popped him up, right side. White, shielding his eyes, over near the dugout, will make the catch for the out, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Blazers in the bottom of the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left, no men left on base. We head to the top of the 9th inning. All tied at 4 on the Statesman Baseball Network.
When it comes to great food and great times, there's no better place than Airport Grocery. And if you're in the mood for the best barbecue around, it's Airport Grocery, of course. You know they smoke their meats in-house, so you know it's gonna be a treat. Plus the cold beer, happy hour, and the best burger in town for lunch, they all can't be beat. And then you add their in-house hot tamales and the best entertainment in the Delta, and what have you got? One great place to eat and the perfect place to celebrate your next special event. Airport Grocery, north of Cleveland on Blues Highway 61.
Feeling under the weather? South Street Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy. We're the place for all your medical and pharmaceutical needs. South Street Pharmacy is located at 410 South Street, right here in Cleveland. Michael Clark, along with his friendly and knowledgeable staff, are always ready to help you. We are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. and on Saturday from 8 until 1. Give us a call today at 662-843-6700.
Top of the 9th inning here at Harvey Stadium, Ferris Field. Delta State, the visiting team in this game. We'll have the top of the order up as David Harrington, Derek Sargent, and Jake Barlow come to the plate to face Trevin Eubanks. Eubanks, the senior transfer from Southern Mississippi. 0-3 on the season, a 5.04 ERA.
David Harrington.
As David Harrington leads it off for the Statesman. Dalton Minton has battled all afternoon for Delta State. This is the third pitcher used today by the Blazers. And the first pitch on the way to Harrington will miss outside. 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, no strikes. The 1-0 on the way. Called a strike, 1-1. One ball, one strike. And 1-1 the count. Eubanks now will step off. We're in the top of the 9th inning. Delta State 4, Valdosta 4. The 1-1 on the way. And a miss outside, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Blazer pitching staff has lived on that outside edge all day long. 2 balls and 1 strike. Eubanks set. The 2-1, going to miss outside, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three and 1 the count. Base hitter ball 4 here for Harrington. As Eubanks comes set, the 3-1 on the way. Chopper over the mound, slow roller. King barehands it, can't come up with it. Harrington safe at first on the infield single. Third hit of the game for David Harrington. So now, runner at first base with good speed.
Shortstop number 12, Derek Sargent.
We'll bring Derek Sargent to the plate. Trevin Eubanks trying to jump up and get that one just over the edge of his glove. DJ King, knowing that Harrington runs well, had to get up the line. So a leadoff single has Harrington at first. Being held on by Christopoulos. As Eubank comes set. They'll turn, throw to first, and back in safely is Harrington. Christopoulos came off the bag that time to actually make the catch as Eubank wheeled around. That's probably not his main move. Statesman showing bunt as that one misses low, 1-0. Sargent showing bunt. Delta State trying to move a runner over into scoring position for Jake Barlow. Christopoulos once again holding the runner on. 1 ball, no strikes, the 1-0. That's going to miss outside, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Two balls and no strikes here to Sarge. The 2-0 lifted high in the air, deep left field, back at the track, at the wall, and it's foul. Wow. Coach Mike Kinnison coming out, trying to ask how the third base umpire thought that one was foul. I thought it was gone. So Kinnison asking how he thought it was foul. Kinnison again asking fans over here on the first base side saying that the ball curved. It was ultimately ended up in foul territory, but after they thought it crossed. So 2 balls and 1 strike now for Sargent. Two and 1. Eubanks again. Comes set, the 2-1. Harrington runs. The throw down to second base, not in time. He slides in with a steal. The pitch also missed out of the zone. It's 3 and 1. Stolen base now for Harrington. His 14th of the season in 15 attempts. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Now to Derek Sargent. Good speed at second base in Harrington. Eubanks will come set. The 3-1 on the way to Sarge will miss outside, and he walked it. A leadoff single to short by Harrington. A walk to Derek Sargent, his second of the day. And so now Jake Barlow will dig in. Coach Williams now will walk out to the mound. A slow walk. You've got arguably the hottest hitter on the team due up behind Barlow. C.J. Estave. It's the infield brought in here. Again, loosening out in the bullpen for the Blazers is number 41. That's Van Horn. Van Horn pitched effectively against Delta State at the Gulf South Conference Tournament. As Coach Williams, meeting on the mound, broken up. But Van Horn, again, Bryce Van Horn, 6'5", 210-pound junior right-hander, through 2 2/3 innings against Delta State, ended up giving up 3 runs on 3 hits, but those all came in that last inning. Jake Barlow now digs in, Delta State's team leader in RBIs, with a chance to give the Statesmen the lead. Runner in scoring position here, down at second. Good speed at first, and Sargent as well. He'll square to bunt, lays one down, first baseline. Eubanks fields, throws to first, pulled him off the bag. But apparently they're going to say his foot stayed on. Are you sure? But now the bunt sacrifice by Barlow puts the runners at second and third with 1 out. So a 1-3 bunt sacrifice. 1 out here in the inning. C.J. Estave, 3 for his last 3. A pair of singles and a solo home run. And they're going to intentionally walk Estave to get to Matthew Major. Now Coach Kinnison going to come out. Statesman will pinch run for Estave at first. Will Myers out of the dugout. So Will Myers, who pinch ran last night, actually came and stole a base after coming into the game. Will pinch run at first. Here in the top of the 9th inning. Statesmen have the bases loaded with 1 out for Matthew Major.
Will Myers. Now batting for the Statesmen, the left fielder, number 35, Matt Major.
Caballos has to be a wall back here for the Blazers as well. Good speed down at third base in Harrington. Trevin Eubanks looks in for the sign from Caballos. Has the sign. The first pitch on the way will bounce up there and doesn't get far enough away for Harrington to advance. Misses out of the zone, 1-0. One ball, no strikes here to Major. Major, a .281 hitter with runners in scoring position. With the bases loaded this season, Major is due. The 1-0 on the way to Matt, head high, 2-0. A walk is as good as a hit. It would bring in a run. Josh Russell waits on deck. 2 balls, no strikes. Trevin Eubanks on the bump. Bases full of Statesmen here in the top of the 9th inning. Long look in by the senior right-hander. He'll come sent. The 2-0 pitch on the way outside, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. A walk again is as good as a hit. Statesman again trying to scratch out a run here in the top of the 9th inning any way possible. 3 balls, no strikes. The 3-0, head high, ball 4, and the Statesmen lead 5-4. A walk RBI for Matt Major. And Coach Williams is going to make the pitching change as he heads out immediately. And the new pitcher is going to be Van Horn. We will take a quick timeout. Delta State takes the 5-4 lead. Right after this on the Statesman Baseball
Abraham's
Network.
in historic downtown Cleveland has clothed the Delta since 1979. Shirt, sweaters, and khakis by Southern Tide and Polo are favorites on all campuses. Costa sunglasses work well with jeans and khakis by Duckhead. Mountain khakis, silver, and 7 for all mankind. Abraham's has a large assortment of outerwear for men, women, and children by Barber, Patagonia, and the North Face. Cole Haan, Johnson & Murphy, and Chaco Shoes, plus the finest tie collection of Mississippi. Team nicely with shirts by Peter Millar, Vineyard Vines, and Cotton Brothers. Abraham's carries a wide variety of suits and sport coats by S. Cohen, Hart Schaffner Marks, Peter Millar, and many more. Abraham's, historic downtown Cleveland.
Griffith Real Estate and Appraisal Services is Cleveland's full-service real estate agency. We are real estate professionals who are acquainted with the community, housing market, local schools, and we understand how important it is to close your real estate transaction. Serving the community for 25 years, we're your first stop for real estate. Whether it's performing a qualified market analysis or providing data to price your property accurately, we offer services for residential, commercial, as well as farmland. Give us a call today at 843-0309 or visit us at GriffithRealEstateInc.com.
Hear ye, hear ye. I bringeth thee a message from... a message from the king and his new trumpeter, Stephen. The king wishes me to convey his favor to thine team and thine tailgate. Not yet. He invites thee to let the Bud Light flow forth. And he also wishes me to tell thee that he toasts thee. Waiteth until the end, Stephen. With game day's favorite light lager and the slogan of his kingdom. Oh, dilly dilly.
Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, AB, St. Louis, Missouri.
When an emergency strikes and minutes matter, count on Bolivar Medical Center. Whether it's a major illness or head injury, our experienced medical staff provides quality emergency care, and you'll see a doctor fast because we have low wait times. Have peace of mind that we are an accredited chest pain center, meaning our dedicated team has achieved a higher level of expertise to care for patients with chest pain and other heart problems. To learn more about our emergency care and see our average wait times, visit bolivarmedical.com.
Valdosta State has made the call to the bullpen, and now pitching for the Blazers is number 41, Bryce Van Horn. Van Horn again gave up 3 runs on 3 hits in 2 2/3 innings against Delta State. Back on May the 7th. And Josh Russell now will come to the plate with the bases loaded still. Sargent down at third. Myers is at second. Allen now, Michael Allen, pinch running for Matthew Major down at first. Allen will also stay in the game and play left field. But Russell digs in. The first pitch from Van Horn will miss low, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Van Horn, the fourth pitcher used today by Valdosta State. As the Statesman able to draw the bases loaded walk from Major. The 1-0, chopper on the infield. King has only one play, that is to first. Another run will come in to score. Statesman now lead at 6-4. An RBI ground out for Josh Russell. 2 outs here in the inning.
Number 16,
Myers down to third. Allen down to second. And now Hayden White will come to the plate. Runners at second and third, Hayden White this season. Hitting just below 260, 258 with runners in scoring position. He's got 1 RBI today, giving him 23 on the season. This ball lifted high in the air, deep to left center field. It's going to stay in the park. At the track, Donchie makes the catch. And Delta State is retired here in the top of the 9th inning, but not before. Delta State got 2 runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 2 runners left stranded on base. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the Blazers. The Statesmen lead it 6-4 on the Delta State Radio Network.
And emergency strikes and minutes matter count on Bolivar Medical Center. Whether there's a major illness or head injury, our experienced medical staff provides quality emergency care, and you'll see a doctor fast because we have low wait times. Have peace of mind that we are an accredited chest pain center, meaning our dedicated team has achieved a higher level of expertise to care for patients with chest pain and other heart problems. To learn more about our emergency care and see our average wait times, visit bolivarmedical.com.
Tacos, enchiladas, burritos, chimichangas, hot sauce. Yeah, we're not your ordinary Mexican restaurant. Our food rocks. Go walk and roll!
You've tried the rest. Now try the best. No Way Jose in Western Plaza in Cleveland. Get Tex-Mex dishes, steak and ribs, seafood, vegetarian dishes, pastas, po' boys, sandwiches, and more. Plus a full bar open daily. For the best Mexican food in Cleveland, head west to No Way Jose in Western Plaza, Cleveland.
Dalton Minton back out for the 9th inning. The senior left-hander out of Horn Lake, Mississippi, has battled all day long. He's given up 4 runs on 4 hits. He has 6 strikeouts today. It'll be Seth Cabayas, John Burkett at the top of the order, Mac Hathcock to face Minton here in the 9th inning as Delta State tries to get 3 outs and punch their way into Saturday's championship round. As Caballos digs in, he is 1 for 3 today. The first pitch to him is a slider in there for a strike, 0-1. TJ Childry is in the bullpen and ready to go should he be needed. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 from Minton, outside corner. It's been a strike all day long. Called the ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Literally, it's been a strike all day long for all 6 pitchers that have been used today by both teams. The 1-1. That slider will fall in there for a strike, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. Nobody out. The 1-2 pitch on the way from Minton. Fastball, outside corner. Called the ball, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 on the way. Slider jammed him up. Foul territory, just foul, says the first base umpire. So 2-2 the count. That would have been a double for Caballos. Coach Kinnison coming in, changing up the defensive alignment here just a little bit. The 2-2 on the way to Caballos, misses outside, 1-2. It's been a very interesting day to say the least. The 3-2 on the way. He loses him. Had him struck out twice, but the home plate umpire didn't call it a strike. He's called it a strike all day. But now a leadoff walk to Seth Caballos. And we're going to have a pinch hitter for the Blazers, 28, Aaron Houghton, a senior, normally used as a catcher or DH out of St. Petersburg, Florida. Will come to the plate. Houghton hitting .279 on the year. Pair of home runs, 23 RBIs. Coach Mike Kinnison coming out. And he is going to make the call to the bullpen. The Statesman gave Dalton Minton the opportunity to close this one down, but this crowd ought to give Dalton quite the ovation when he comes off the bump, because he has worked exceptionally hard today, battled all day long. And now TJ Childry, the closer for the Statesman, will come in. We'll take a timeout. Back after this on the Statesman Baseball Network.
Place we can go to. I can't wait to see you, and everybody knows. See you at Hedges. See you at Hedges.
Hedges Burgers and Music, located in historic downtown Cleveland.
Great products, great service. That's what the Image Specialist Company in Kyocera can offer you. The Image Specialist Company is the only authorized Kyocera dealer in the Delta and the only Kyocera dealer to ever earn the Premier Dealer Award in Mississippi. The Image Specialist Company offers a full line of Kyocera digital copiers, printers, and faxes with the capabilities of printing, scanning, network faxing, scan to email. The Image Specialist Company can offer it all. And remember, the Image Specialist Company is Mississippi owned and operated. Call Brad Yon or Jeff Blask at 846-6482 or in Greenville 378-5700. The Image Specialist is offering on-site paper shredding. Call for pricing.
Delta State has made the call to the bullpen, and now coming in to pitch for the Statesman is TJ Childry. TJ, 6'4", 235 pounds, a junior right-hander out of Caney, Oklahoma. Pitched at Carl Albert Community College before coming to Delta State. He throws a four-seam fastball, a slider, and a changeup. 87-91. Childry making his 14th appearance out of the bullpen. He's 0-0 on the season with a 1.29 ERA. 14 innings pitched. He's given up 3 runs, 2 earned on 13 hits. He has walked 2, struck out 15. Opponents hitting .236 against him this season. Also a pinch runner at first base now. Pinch running at first base, number 1 for the Blazers, Jordan Holt. Excuse me, check that. Number 11 still out there. Number 1 was stretching right outside of the dugout. Thought they were going to make the change as Houghton digs in. And the first pitch on the way will miss low, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 on the way. This one lifted shallow left field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Another bloop single for Valdosta State. And the Blazers aren't going to go quietly. Twice, Dalton Minton laid him right on the outer corner. Been called a strike all day long, but not called a strike here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Ended up being a leadoff walk for Seth Caballos. So it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner at first base. It will be number 1, Jordan Holt, junior out of Ellenwood, Georgia. Transfer from Andrew College. Allen was playing very deep out in left. As Jordan Holt now at first. The Blazers more than likely bunting here. Delta State has the bunt defense on. Harrington guarding the line. In on the cutout, down at third. Hayden White on the grass at first. They'll turn, fake the throw back to second. Once again, Delta State trying to close out the Blazers here in the bottom of the 9th inning, but they're not going quietly. A leadoff walk to Caballos. A bloop single to left by Hawden. The first pitch from Childry misses low, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Again, Hathcock runs very well. Batting for the left side. Shows bunt once again, lays one down. Russell will glove it up. Sets, throws high, pulls him off the bag. Everybody's safe. Bases loaded now for the Blazers with nobody out. And back to the top of the order. Russell called off Childry. And so now the bases are loaded with nobody out for Joe-Enric Donchie. Bottom of the 9th inning here. Donchie reaching on an error in his last at bat. Childry working from the stretch. The first pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. Bases loaded, nobody out. There's a force at every bag. No balls and one strike. Statesman trying to put a lid on this one. The 0-1. Line foul down the left field line. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Childry trying to put a lid on this one here. The bottom of the 9th inning. Bases loaded, nobody out. No balls, 2 strikes. Donchie already 1 strikeout today. Childry here. Trying to get the strikeout. He comes set, the 0-2. Missed outside, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 9th inning. The 1-2 on the way. Missed inside, 2-2. Didn't miss by much. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 on the way from Childry. Popped it foul. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Blazers doing exactly what they did in the elimination game in the Gulf South Conference Tournament. Keeping the pressure on Delta State. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 swung on and missed. He struck him out. Huge strikeout for TJ Childry. 1 out here in the inning. And that will bring Josh Broughton to the plate. Broughton, the third baseman.
Number 2, Josh Broughton.
Pair of strikeouts today. He's also got a sac fly RBI. So Williams coming in. 7 strikeouts today for Delta State pitching. As Broughton will dig in. Childry again, the junior right-hander out of Caney, Oklahoma. Trying to put a lid on this one. The first pitch to Broughton. Curveball outside corner for a strike, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Childry with 6 saves this season. Looking for number 7. No balls and 1 strike to Broughton, the 0-1. Curveball swung on and missed, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Blazers have been very good with plate discipline. We'll see how far off the dish the Statesmen trying to go with this one. No balls and 2 strikes to Broughton, the 0-2. That one missed a little high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 the count. Trying to put a lid on it. The 1-2 fouled it straight back. Another curveball from TJ Childry. One ball, 2 strikes to Broughton. Childry, the junior right-hander. Rocks the 1-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for TJ Childry. 2 down here in the bottom of the 9th inning. And that will bring to the plate DJ King.
Shortstop number 5, DJ King.
Another curveball low in the zone. Or in Childry's case, more of a slurve low in the zone. And so now 2 outs for DJ King. The first pitch to King is a curveball low, 1-0. Logan Stevens waits on deck. 6-4, Statesman with the lead. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Blazers have the bases loaded. 2 outs, 1 ball, no strikes here to DJ King, the 1-0. Ground ball to third. Foul ball, says the third base umpire. It'll be a 1 ball, 1 strike count. No argument from Coach Kinnison there, but he is stalking around the dugout there. Harrington fielded it, went right to the bag, tagged it, but third base umpire saying foul ball. 1 ball and 1 strike here to King. Childry once again comes set. The 1-1 on the way. Curveball, call strike 2. Childry 1 strike away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Childry has the sign. He'll come set. The 1-2 pitch on the way to King. Wow. Once again squeezed here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Squeezed once again on that outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to King. Childry will come set once again. The 2-2 on the way. Outside corner again. It's been a strike all day long until the 9th. 3 balls, 2 strikes. trying to put a lid on this one here in the bottom of the ninth inning. 3-2 the count. The 3-2 on the way. Ground ball. Sargent scoops. Has only one play to first. In time! And the Statesmen slam the door on Valdosta State, winning 6-4. As Delta State wins it by a final of 6-4. We'll take a timeout, come back and wrap this one up. TJ Childry comes in and slams the door for his 7th save. Delta State into the championship round on Saturday. We'll take a timeout.
At Robinson Electric, our slogan is, when it has to be done right. We do all sorts of installations, commercial, industrial, design build, residential, service, generators, LED lighting, anything that has to do with electrical, large or small. At Robinson Electric, we believe that every job is important. Quality of work is the most important thing that we do. Call us today or check out our website at robinsonelectric.biz.
The 4 for $4 from Wendy's has a lot of fans because it's a deal that gives you a sandwich plus 4 nuggets, a small fry, and drink, all for just $4. But now the 4 for $4 has more variety than ever with 8 sandwich choices.
I'm loyal to the double stack.
I'm Junior Bacon Cheeseburger through and through.
I pledge myself to the crispy chicken sandwich.
I'm loyal to my hunger. Whether you're loyal to one sandwich or all 8, the Wendy's 4 for $4 has a sandwich for you. So try them all and pick your favorite. Now that's deliciously different.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time. Offer not valid in Alaska and Hawaii.
Delta State wins it today by a final of 6-4. Another hard-fought baseball game between the Statesmen and the Blazers. An outstanding effort by both of these guys. Coach Greg Williams gets so much out of this squad, as they will have to turn around and play tonight against the winner of our game coming up next, Eckerd College and Embry-Riddle. As Delta State advances to Saturday's championship round with a 6-4 win over Valdosta. Hard-fought ball game here today as the Statesmen once again getting that win.
Have your attention, please.
As Delta State will take on the winner of tonight's 7 o'clock game. As the final numbers look like this, Dalton Minton for Delta State today went 8 innings, gave up 4 runs, all earned on 4 hits, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts, 8 innings pitched again for Dalton. TJ Childry, 1 inning, no runs on 1 hit, no walks, 2 strikeouts. As the Statesmen get the win, Minton picks up his 11th win of the season. Childry picks up his 7th save. The losing pitcher today was Trevin Eubanks. Eubanks, 1 1/3 innings, gave up 2 runs. Both were earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, as he falls to 0-4 on the season. Delta State 41-12 now in the year. Will play tomorrow at noon. Would have to lose twice in the South 2 region title game, as once again Delta State and Valdosta State, another heart-wringing finish here this afternoon as the Blazers fall to the Statesmen 6-4. Game 2 coming up in about 45 minutes. It's Eckerd College and Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Philip Tang will have the call on that one for you. That's going to do it for us this afternoon. Delta State wins it by a final of 6-4. Statesmen improved to 41-12. The Blazers fall to 31-22. Again, Delta State will be back at it tomorrow. A noon start, 11:40 airtime on the Statesman Baseball Network. And Delta State once again trying to win the South Region 2. Should they win the South Region 2, the Statesmen would then either potentially travel to Tampa or host, depending upon what happens with that outcome. But again, Delta State today gets the win, 6-4 over the Blazers, advancing to the championship round. For the folks back in the studio, thanks. I'm Matt Jones. We'll be back with you tomorrow at 11:40 on the Statesman Baseball Network.
This has been a presentation of the Statesman Sports Network in accordance with Delta State Athletics. Statesman Athletics has been brought to you by Bolivar Medical Center, Cleveland State Bank, Wendy's, Mitchell Distributing, South Group Insurance, Boyle Lumber Company, Entergy, Partnership Properties, Griffith Real Estate, Planters Bank, Fat Babies, Cannon Ford, Harmony Bowling, Cleveland Lumber, Medical Arts Pharmacy, South Street Pharmacy, Image Specialist, C-Spire, Statewide Federal Credit Union, Abraham's, Hey Joe's, Mosquito Burrito, Robinson Electric, Farm Bureau, Flatlanders, Catfish Cabin, Airport Grocery, No Way Jose, Pasquale's, The Senator's Place, Lost Pizza, Wade Incorporated, and Nationwide. Any rebroadcast or retransmission of Delta State Athletics without